It's the way.
Welcome back to another episode of Stay on Target. I'm your host, Dustin. Thanks for tuning in with us tonight. We got a great show to talk all things Star Wars with you guys. Is this the way? Is it? Well, fire up the new Razor Crest as we hit the rundown. We got question of the week. Holonet news, including the First Mandalorian and Grogu trailer. Is it just a teaser trailer? More on that. Is Ryan Gosling's character Cade Skywalker? A lot of buzz on that one. And Rebuild the Galaxy Pieces of the Past review. Probably one of the best things we've seen in a while in Star Wars. So this is the way of this show, at least. So gear up and let's jetpack into this action-packed episode of Stay on Target. First, let's meet the Mandalorian crew. We got the hotshot pilot with even hotter takes. Just don't get too close or he'll pinch ya. Mando Pilot Dan.
How you guys doing? I'm ready to rock. I'm gonna pinch you with this Andor blaster.
Oh my
So
goodness.
watch out.
Wow. Okay. He's also known for his pinchers, so watch out. But,
Mostly, yeah. I just need to get some 3D printed pinchers.
I know, I need to make you some. I'll make you some, don't you worry.
In the meantime.
In the meantime, he's got a blaster.
Yeah, that's right.
He'll get you at a distance now, too. All right, but we have up next, you know her, you love her, the Lady Mandalorian herself. With facts a-flying, we have the Fact Checker. What's up, Fact Checker?
I'm ready to spew.
You're ready?
I don't know.
Spew them facts.
I wanted to say my tagline, but I don't know. I feel like I've said it too much recently, so I had to hold back, say something different.
That's okay.
Which one?
The only good one.
Oh, I thought I had it on here,
I
like
thought you had
listed.
it too, Dan.
Is it this one?
I have spoken.
Yes.
That's
There it
it.
I
is.
didn't say it.
She didn't even have to
I
say
didn't
it. That was good.
We got you covered.
Yeah.
We got you. The Studio A's got all the tricks up his sleeve. It's
Just
great. Awesome. Well, who's with us tonight in the...
Did you say who you are?
Oh, yeah, I said it at the beginning.
Oh, good.
I'm the
We
host.
still don't know who he is. He's just there all the time.
I'm just here all the time.
He's just talking about Star Wars. We just go live. And he's
Sometimes I just go on top of the roof and talk Star Wars to nobody. So
That's
we
right.
decided to record it, and here we are. Not very far, but we made it.
Oh my goodness.
All right, fact checker. Now, who's with us tonight in the chat?
Yeah.
I'm seeing it's lighting up already.
Wow.
Yeah, it is. It's awesome. Happy to have everyone hanging out,
Yes.
and hopefully more to come. But yeah, we've got Sonia who's here. Tamerkin said pinchers up.
Pinchers up.
She knows.
She knows.
And then John McCarter said, "This is my first time watching your live stream tonight, Dustin."
Oh, thank you for jumping in. We're
Oh.
glad to have you.
All right. What's up,
Pretty
John?
Did he say somebody?
He said, "What's up, Dustin?"
Oh, okay.
He said, "What's up, Justin?"
And
What's
then otherwise we had Orusen,
Ooh, wow.
who is Dano.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, from
What's
Denmark.
up, Orson?
What's up, Dano? You
I
changed
know.
your name. You're like a man of many...
He's mysterious.
Yeah, he's
but at least
mysterious.
he let us know.
Multicultural, I
Yeah,
think.
definitely.
Gotta be some.
Orson.
It's gotta be late at night there, though. Again, maybe,
Yeah,
maybe not.
5
I don't know.
hours, almost overnight, or no, that could be 6-7 hours.
It could be 6, 7.
Oof.
Hey, but he,
Time on target.
you know, they like to stay up late, and
Yeah.
so do we.
So do we. This is
Especially when we're hanging out with you
Here he
guys.
is. Dano Dane is saying 2 a.m.
2
2 a.m. Let's go. I mean, that's not too late. I mean, it's late enough.
School tomorrow.
If you got school tomorrow,
Or work tomorrow.
work
If you're
schmirk.
working at 2 a.m. Then
That's true.
kudos, because
Yeah.
not
Maybe-
everyone can do that.
Maybe he got off work at midnight.
Maybe.
Maybe he does.
Let's figure out his whole life story.
We're happy to have you here. Once we
Yes.
figure out your life story, we'll give you a call back.
Yeah, just let us know in the chat. We'd love to hear it.
But earlier he was saying, yeah, he's so excited he could go potty. Over
Yay.
Mando. Yes, I
You didn't
know.
want to say the word pee?
That's
No.
true.
Does that make you uncomfortable?
Sometimes.
Yeah, it's John. John said it's 7:07 here, Dustin.
Okay, well, yeah, cool.
Nice.
That's a good time. It's so
Thanks for
you're
subscribing,
like,
too.
yeah, thank you so much for subscribing. We're glad to have you, and
Mhm.
we're excited to talk Star Wars with everybody in the chat.
Mhm.
John, of course, as well. Everybody is welcome, and we're excited to see everybody here with us tonight.
Yeah.
So let's continue. What you got? Something
Yeah,
fact
well,
checker?
no, we have the poll going.
Oh yeah,
So
you
feel-
are the poll.
Yeah,
Mas-
so
Nope.
we're gonna what? Oh dear. Yeah,
I'm
I'm glad
gonna
you
end that.
stopped. Family friendly show, Dustin. Yeah, we've got the poll going and rating the Mando Grogu trailer that just came out. We'll leave this up for a little while and then maybe we'll run another one. And
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds great.
So
yes.
answer now.
Yeah, we want to hear from you guys. There's so much going on in Star Wars right now, so we can't wait to talk to everybody about it. But before we do, we like to start things off with a bit of a question of the week, an icebreaker, some would say. But even before that, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your frenemies about us so we can continue to grow this wonderful community together. Because with all of us together, we make Star Wars.
Butter. Not bad.
That was good. That was good.
It's close. I didn't show the video, but audio was quiet. But
that's Studio A version. I like it.
just one more time.
And by butter, what do you mean?
By butter, we mean better, but it's become a thing over our channel now for a while. So
Our butter has become all over our channel by now.
Yes, we are known now as the Stay on Butter channel.
Stay on butter.
We're actually going to start a cooking show here soon.
That's right.
It's only butter.
Oh, gosh.
I can't believe it's not butter.
Yeah, we rate every butter known to man.
No.
Why isn't the show butter? I mean, I can't believe it's not butter. I mean,
is it because we're always talking about butter instead of what we're supposed to be talking
yeah,
about?
it could be. It could be.
Demerkin said we are nicely buttered.
Okay.
We are nicely buttered. Yeah.
We hope we can butter you up.
I'm the worst toast butterer ever, but Star Wars butter, I'm good at buttering up Star Wars.
Okay.
Clearly, I'm selling the Mandalorian. Wait, we haven't talked about it
Oh,
yet.
yeah, we haven't.
That's
Not even
fine.
But
there
I've
yet.
been selling this thing.
Yeah,
You have been selling
He's been
it.
selling tickets.
Dollars. I'm selling tickets.
Wait, what?
Hey, you want to bring your family?
Dan's trying to help him out.
Did
He's
you like
collecting
Iron
money.
Man? You're going to like this one.
Yeah, there's not
Did you
even,
like The Rocketeer?
right? There's not even tickets yet, and Dan's already sold $1 billion worth
Yeah.
of tickets for
Oh.
this movie.
It's called a racket, a scheme.
Yeah,
Dan.
don't
No, it's
anybody
called
online,
marketing.
Don't buy tickets for the Mandalorian movie.
From
They're
Dan.
not out yet.
Yeah.
It's word of mouth. Oh, no, you can't buy tickets at all?
I don't know, actually. I doubt it.
Doubt it. I mean, they
It's
put the
pretty
date
early.
out there, but it would be early.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know actually how far ahead they even put on ticket sales. I don't know. It's probably maybe 2 months. I know they usually market by
Yeah, I'm
tickets
not
on
sure.
sale now, and it's
Yeah.
usually like 8 weeks out or something.
Depends on the
Right.
cinema, the theater,
Yeah.
I would guess.
Well, we have a cinema from 1942, so
Yeah.
if you don't have literal coins to pay for the movie, they don't take your money.
No, they've upgraded since then.
Have they?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can actually, and you can
You can
pay
use
ahead of
actual
time,
dollar
too.
bills?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
No, they have actually, but
But for the longest time it was, and come to find out that was actually a racket
it turns
at
out
our local theater. That was crazy.
Yeah.
cash only.
Yeah, for a long time. Anyway, we are good at staying off target. What was that?
Well,
Fact check?
Roosh one.
Yeah, Dano said, I'm still waiting for that hot dog eating episode you promised some months ago. Did he miss it?
No, the hot dog eating episode.
Episode.
Oh, when we were talking about, was it hot dog eating contest? I'm trying to
Was it
remember.
I don't remember.
Well, we did
We did a hot dog.
a hot dog episode,
Episode.
and
A
that was
year ago.
actually
Yeah.
the live stream that we did. So if you want to see,
He's probably talking about bank dogs.
yeah, well, maybe. I don't
Maybe.
know.
Yeah,
I don't
Nick's
know.
Bank
So-
Dogs.
Yeah, the last time we did a live watch along of season 1 of Rebuild the Galaxy, and we reviewed a bunch of different hot dogs and what our favorite kind was. So if you really want to see us eating hot dogs, that sounds weird, then you can go watch that on our live stream.
Trying
Otherwise,
different kinds, yeah.
refresh me on what you mean by that, and maybe we can make it happen to members or something like that.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Butter me up and call me cowboy. That's good marketing.
Yeah.
We'll get there. I like it, Dano.
Yes.
We're on the same wavelength.
Wavelength,
Oh,
baby.
you Danes.
Yeah.
Us
Yeah,
Dano
you
Danes. We
Dano
get
Danes.
it. We get it. We're going to figure this thing out. One bill. You sell half, I'll sell the other half. Maybe we'll get a commission. No, we
Oh,
won't.
boy.
Oh,
Are we
my
going to do?
goodness.
And KG jumped in.
What's
Good
up,
to see
KG? Thanks for jumping in, everybody. You Gonkers are the best. We're excited to have you guys tonight. So let's get into the icebreaker itself, the question of the week.
Can you speak bocce?
Of course I can, sir. It's like a second language to me. I'm a
Yeah, all right,
spirit.
shut up. I'll take this.
Shut up, sir.
Luke!
What characters do you think will show up in the Mandalorian and Grogu movie besides the ones that they've already shown?
Oh, man.
And
that's
by
what I
me,
was going to say.
I know. I knew somebody was going to be smart out there, like you, fact checker.
Yes.
And I had to add that caveat there because I think I'm almost more interested in who do you think is going to show up that will be a surprise that you. I don't know. I want to go over under, but who do you think is going to show up? So, do you have any initial thoughts on that, Dan?
Ooh, who's going to show up in the movie? I think Luke Skywalker's showing up in the movie. Take that.
Whoa.
To the
$1
bank.
billion.
No, honestly, if
Let's
he
bring in
does,
some Lukey Luke. It makes sense. We've already seen him in the Mandalorian universe.
yeah.
Who's going to get people fired up more than Luke Skywalker handing off Yoda's lightsaber or something to Grogu?
Yeah.
I'm not making story points, but there's that would do it. So I'm
Honestly,
saying Luke
yeah.
because I'm predicting $1 billion.
I think that if they bring Luke into this and do it the right way, like they did it in season 2, other than the rubber face and all that stuff, whatever.
Nick won't like Luke.
No,
rubber
Nick
face,
won't love that.
not rubber
But
faced Luke.
The way they handled Luke, though, as far as the character in Mando season 2, you have a really good point there. If they do even drop that as like a hint or like a movie, not trailer spot or something like that, you're going to get fans hyped, and that has a way better chance of making $1 billion. Even just that small addition there.
Yeah.
So, what about you, fact checker?
Can I have multiple guesses or multiple people? Okay, good.
I had characters.
Oh, good. I could see Ahsoka showing up.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
She has also been in The Mandalorian.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Not far-fetched.
So yeah, I could see that. But then bigger than that,
Oh.
I forget the actor's name, but he said he may be in an upcoming project.
Oh, are you
So
talking?
could Hondo?
Oh. Yeah, because
there's a lot of underworld or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah. That's a really good point too, because he said that a little while ago, and we thought it was for Rebuild the Galaxy.
Yeah,
Pieces of
we
the
did.
Past.
Mm-hmm.
But
Or Ahsoka, but that doesn't quite make sense to me.
for
I don't know, Ahsoka season 2.
if he shows up in there,
Yeah.
that's possible. It's definitely
Seems
possible.
like more of a stretch though from where we're at or where we left off.
And as far as like the tone of that,
yeah,
series and stuff
exactly.
like
But
that.
Mando, I could see it.
Yeah, I could see it showing up. I could see him showing up, man. I would love that if he showed up in
Yeah,
Mando, because
everyone
Hondo
would,
is
right?
hilarious and one of the best pirates / characters
Mm-hmm.
out there. And if you know me, you know I love pirates. Oh man, that's a good take, fact checker. I like that one
thanks.
quite a bit.
Winning.
For me, I like what you said too, Dan. I'd love to see Luke, but I don't. For some reason, I'm just getting the feeling that they're gonna keep it pretty close to the vest with just Mando. I think you might get some Imperial remnants like Thrawn. I feel like Thrawn might show up in this. That's kind of one of the
Okay, yeah.
one of the big ones I think might be revealed at
Makes
some
sense.
point, because
Yeah.
there might be the behind the scenes with a lot of stuff, or he's working things behind the scenes because he, as far as we know, it back in the galaxy at this point. Not 100% sure on that for timeline's sake, but I'd like to see that, or even I don't know. Mara Jade would be really cool but I don't think they would introduce it. But the big one is, well, there's 2 more, which I don't want to take them all, but there's also potentially, obviously Bo-Katan. I think there's a higher likelihood of her
Yeah.
showing up.
Yeah, that's
Even
true.
if it's just for a small like end scene or something like that. I think people would enjoy it if they did it right. And then the other one that could possibly happen and might get a lot of good grace back for Star Wars would be oh no, now I'm gonna forget her name.
Oh no.
Mara Jade.
No. Original Mando character that they fired.
Cara Dune.
Cara Dune.
Oh yeah,
There's-
that'd be huge.
Because they did say in that negotiation thing, the non-apology kind of thing,
Yeah.
that
Who did you say?
it was that
Hondo?
they look forward to doing potential future projects together.
Yeah.
And since it's Mandalorian and Grogu movie, and she's in the first season within the
know.
first 4 episodes, and she's kind of an integral part for the first 2 seasons,
Yeah.
that I could see it coming back. The other one that I don't think they're going to have, although it is, I'm kind of running through them all now, but is, well, Carson Teva could definitely show up.
I think he's
I
gonna
think
show up.
That's a given.
And I'm adding them to our
Oh,
little
nice.
sheet here as we go. So
Carson Tava. We need some Santava.
Yeah, we need some Santava,
Gotta
baby.
keep the legacy going.
Yeah.
right?
I still want to just find out if he's ever listened to that.
who else did you say? Cara Dune. I'll add him in.
Yeah, Cara Dune. I think that one
That's
would
a
be
long
like
shot.
that would be like it's a little bit of a long shot, but at the same time, it could be a end credit thing. You know,
Yeah, it could be.
just
Mhm.
again because
Yep.
that would get people. Again, that would be some sort of good grace to the fans. I
Yeah.
think you'd win over a lot of fans by putting her back in because they're making the apology and they're trying to make things right.
Who else did you say?
I did say Mara
You
Jade,
said Mara Jade.
Bo-Katan. I think Bo-Katan is
Oh,
more
yeah.
likely
Yeah.
than Mara Jade in this.
Yeah.
But if you have Luke, you could have Mara.
Yeah.
And it kind of ties in with Heir of the Empire with
Mhm.
Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Yeah, Thrawn would be interesting because that sets up a way bigger.
You're pulling these in fast. Dude. That's
Yeah.
Well,
great.
you just quick Google, you know.
a way bigger storyline because then that connects it to Ahsoka. Then would they do an Ahsoka movie down the road? Would
Yeah,
there be a Mando Part 2?
Well,
movie?
Dave Filoni, there's gonna be a Ahsoka movie. Don't you worry. Dave
Okay.
Filoni loves.
So yeah, set up the big bad.
Ahsoka.
There we go. So you got three ladies and three
Ladies.
questionable dudes.
Questionable dude.
Well, two questionable
Well, yeah,
dudes and a
well,
hero.
Well, he turned questionable if you watch the. No,
Luke.
let's not go into that.
Look at that. Flanked by two lightsaber wielding fools, lovers on the end there.
Lovers on the. That sounds like a good song name. Lovers on the end.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the problem was Cara Dune sitting next to Bo-Katan there. You know, there's a little, they both kind of, I felt like, had a little thing for Mando.
Yeah. Yeah,
Did-
you're
or-
not wrong.
You know, so there could be a little love triangle interest.
They need a love story.
They do need a love story. It would be
It's-
very, very helpful and refreshing if Star Wars could bring in a love story
Yeah.
on the big screen.
That's what they've
again.
been missing. I mean, that's what's going to get so many people back.
Yep.
in a lot of ways.
So are you saying the actual last secret character is a love story?
Yes. No, there's so many more. The one that I think we're all gonna miss is Mendo.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
That's who I
he's
was
not
thinking
going to
of.
be there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
he's
a
not.
bummer.
I hope they mention. I think they'll give him an honor, like
Yeah.
a mention. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I'm just going to bring these in as we're talking. Somebody said,
Yeah,
Biggles,
cast,
man, Luke is
good
definitely showing up. Yes, Biggles.
yeah, let's get to the gauntlet.
I hope
They know.
so.
Mhm.
Tamerkin said, I hope for Luke and Leia or both. I need a surprise like season 2. That would be more
I
than
think
welcome.
I'd love a surprise.
Leia, we didn't say Leia. Yeah, so.
Oh yeah, that could definitely.
Wouldn't that be cool?
There's so many that could
Mhm.
pop in.
Matt Risman, Pelimoto. Oh, you're really going over the line there,
wow.
Matt. I figured we would see her in the trailer. It's a given.
Yeah, it should
She's
be.
as much-
She's gonna be in it now. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
And Favreau's directing it, and he always puts that actress in his things.
You're right. He
So,
does.
let's look at Jon Favreau's
Pelimoto.
cast of characters in most of his movies.
Yeah.
And, the reoccurring, and just we're going to add them in because they're going to be in this movie somewhere. Like the guy that played
Iron Man. Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. is going to show up.
He's going to
as,
show up as Doom.
No, it's Doom.
And they're going to cross the universes together. They're going to bring
Yeah.
Star Wars and Marvel. It's going
That
to
would
be
be
the greatest
crazy.
crossover of all time.
No, but who's the
Except for
guy?
ruin both at the same time.
Who's the guy that J.J. Abrams always puts in? He played the fat guy in The Force Awakens, like the
wow.
boss man at the very
like that.
beginning against.
Yeah, I know you're talking about,
the
but I have no
actor.
idea who his name,
Yeah, anyway,
what his name
but
is.
that's what I'm saying. They're gonna do. KG said, "Hey, from Padawan.
What's up, Padawan?
Good
Hope you have a
seeing
good
ya.
night.
Yeah, she mentioned some storms going on. She's a little nervous with
Oh,
the
man.
loud booms and stuff.
Oh,
so
shoot.
we pray that those blow
Yeah,
through.
we'll be-
Well, listen
We'll be
to
praying
us.
for you.
That's what I
We'll
said.
we'll drown out
What'd
the booms.
Why'd you get creepy on?
Yeah.
Well, I just was talking directly into the mic so that the volume projected.
Listen to us.
Yeah, you see, like you project.
Only to our voices.
Sorry, KG's
We'll drown it
background.
out. Yeah, we had a couple of those the other day. You'll be all right. It's
What
good.
did we used to say as a kid? Was like, oh, it's just God bowling.
Yeah, it's just the Angels
works.
bowling or
Yeah,
something. Yeah.
like that.
Matt Risman said Hondo is probably in the mall show.
Ooh, I'm cool with that. Oh, that would make
Yeah,
more
it does
sense.
make more
Okay,
sense.
and it's
Matt
voice.
knows.
It's
But it
voice
still would be
acting.
cool to see him since they already have him in Star Wars Land or
They
whatever.
do, and
Him.
he's like live action there, so they could just
Exactly.
doll
Fools.
him up.
Tease him. Wait.
Fool me once.
Tease him in the Mando movie, and then have him
Yeah.
play out more in the mall. It just kind of
What-
ties together, right?
We got it.
What would that be? Instead of a glow up, it'd be a
Oh, no.
Hondo up.
Hondo up.
Yeah.
Hondo glow up.
Money up. He's got your
Oh my
billions,
goodness.
Dan.
Yeah, he's the one who's got the money.
Yeah, bring Hondo.
I
you
smell
get a million.
profit.
Plus, it almost rhymes with Mando.
Yeah.
Mondo. Hondo.
Yep.
Hando.
Well,
It's
that's-
not quite there, but it
It's
makes
5
sense.
letters.
Not
so good
everything can be
job.
gold.
Is Mando coming up for the Maul show? Said Biggles. I think the answer is
I believe
yes.
so, yeah.
because I think Maul comes out the
No.
following winter.
Does it? No, I
Or
thought
the
Maul was
following
coming
fall.
out soon.
No, it's not. It's definitely not coming out before the movie.
I think-
the movie is May 22nd.
Matt can confirm this, and maybe he
Yeah.
already has in the
Yeah.
chat.
He probably has.
It's the movie, and then Maul, or
And then it
movie,
is.
then Ahsoka
Okay.
2, and then the Maul, and then Maul, or something like that.
For some reason, I thought Maul was coming out sooner, but I must be
No,
mistaken.
I don't
Yeah.
think. I think we talked about that, and we determined that
I thought they were
wouldn't
going to
put-
drop it at the end of this year because
they-
they got nothing else.
Yeah, but that's too quick. They just announced it.
Yeah, they're going on a hiatus. What do you think about this, Dustin? This answer?
Boba or Fennec? Yeah, that's a good call. I don't with
Yeah.
things though that Tamora Morrison said though. I have my doubts, and he might just be playing it coy. But I think after Boba, he had some choice words to say, kind of about the way they handled it, and I don't know. That's a.
I thought.
I think Fennec is more likely than Boba, to be honest.
Well, if Boba, then Fennec.
yeah, but
I'd love to see Pele. Says KG. So would we.
Mhm.
Yo
I
yo.
think she's funny. So, what's up, Starman
Yeah.
170? Thanks for jumping in.
Stay on target. It's nice to see Zeb back.
Yes.
So there's no question. Are we going to see Zeb? We are seeing Zeb. We saw Zeb.
And that was one of the coolest ways you could have shown Zeb.
That was
Actually, yeah.
great.
Honestly.
Yeah, yeah.
They're setting the tone. Like Zeb is a hammer. You know,
Yeah.
he's gonna be Mando's protection. That's kind of a
Right.
funny thing to think about.
Right, in some ways.
Uh,
It'll be interesting to see them working together, though, depending on how much they actually do. But what's the bigger plot that's going on? So,
Starman deep cut in Marvel Studios What If episodes. One of their episodes it has Darth Vader's castle. So yes, you could say they're connected
Yeah.
through that doom.
yeah. Yeah, for sure.
The Twi'leka princess that's going to me in the Maul show as a villain in this timeline. They're going to for the Marvel-esque connections.
Yeah, that would make sense. Because she's more of a character that shows up if they're going Darth Talon, which I think is what they're doing in Maul Shadow. That's actually supposed to be way later. I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing. They're Star Wars is pulling what they want
Oh yeah.
from Legends,
Yeah.
but not committing to it. Honestly, it's kind of a worse. They've been doing it. I think they've been handling it worse than what Marvel has been doing. So we'll see how it actually plays out, and maybe it'll be a totally different character or something like that. I'm so excited. I'm actually still really excited to see Maul, Shadow Lord. That's actually one of my favorite ones.
Yeah,
coming up.
Matt said we don't know for sure, just that Maul is 2026.
Okay.
And we guessed that nothing would come out before the Mando movie. Like they don't want anything to conflict with that leading
Okay.
up to it. Is what
Okay.
we kind of guessed.
Yeah.
Right.
And then Matt
Okay.
Okay, I
also
see
said
that.
Visions is the end of the
Oh,
year, end
that's
of next
the-
month.
okay.
That's
what you're
right.
thinking
That's
of.
right. So that's kind of their end of the year thing. Although there's a lot of months. There's a lot of months with nothing. So
Yeah.
I still, they could drop 2. I mean, they didn't announce it. They could even do like another one of the 6 episode short Tales of the Jedi thing.
Mhm.
They could. I kind of hope they didn't because
Well,
those
they-
have been kind of not the greatest after the
That's-
first one.
KG said Cobb Vanth needs to gets to borrow the N1. So Cobb Vanth could show.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
So then
That's a
Din
good-
needs the new
I like
Razor
Cobb
Crest.
Vanth.
He was cool.
He was cool. Although I did
Yeah.
kind of like him a little bit more with armor on. I think he looked even
Yeah.
Yeah, it
oh,
was
for
too-
Sure.
he
Well,
was-
his Boba's armor. So who wouldn't look
That's
cool
true.
in that?
Yeah, that's a good.
He was
point.
almost too nice without it looking. Like too
Yeah.
nice, he just like looked like he was a dude hanging out.
Right. He looked
Mhm.
almost too casual.
Yeah.
But he's a cool gunslinger character. I would like to see more of
Oh,
Cobb
for
Vanth.
sure.
That's a great call. That's a great call. Wow,
Mhm.
you Gonkers always have great calls, and we need to get into this trailer though. Fact checker, I know you got a poll. Let's end the poll right now. And
Okay.
what's everybody saying?
We're
on
ending
that
the poll, and then it's perfect timing. Bismo just jumped in and said, "This is the way." 11 out of 10. How can you not get pumped for Mando and Grogu after 3-year absence?
After a 3-year absence. Well,
Agreed.
I think we have
Wow.
mixed feelings on
What,
that.
Dustin?
No, we're all agreement with that.
No, I'm not saying I'm not pumped.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying I'm not
okay.
pumped.
I'm just checking.
No, I'm just saying I understand some people's reasoning for the opposite. So,
Oh,
How
okay.
but how can those people not get pumped? Is that what you're saying after a 3-year absence?
just how in general can you not get pumped
Yeah.
for more Mandalorian?
Okay,
That's
but after a
why-
3-year absence,
Well, and
and a 7-year movie absence.
Yeah.
right.
And that's why I don't think they're going to release anything between January and April, May.
because they want that hype just to build
they
up.
want people to be, spending their money wisely when the movie comes, right, Dan?
That's true. They got to save up them
Yeah.
pennies. This movie's gonna be. You got to see the most expensive version in IMAX. That's like $5. A lot more than that. It's just like $5 plus 50. I don't know.
$5 plus 50.
You got to get the comfy seats.
Yeah. Yeah. So what about the poll there, fact checker? What's everybody saying?
Okay, so it looks like the highest rating was okay. So how would you rate the Mando Grogu trailer out of 10 Razor Crests? And we have 36% saying 10. It's epic.
Okay, 36%
Okay.
at 10.
Yep.
Epic.
29. Tied. Second and third tied at 29%. Enjoyable watch and give me more. And 6% said not loving it.
Okay. Wow. That's a good take. I like seeing that, at least most of our crowd here is still pretty excited about
Yeah,
it. I mean,
absolutely.
typically
Yeah.
we're pretty positive when it comes to Star Wars,
Absolutely.
although we are critical when we need to be critical. And I think that's
Yeah.
why I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm still pumped for the movie. Don't get me wrong, because I'm just excited. The thing I said even in our review was I'm just excited to see Star Wars in a theater again.
Yeah.
And that it's going to be an IMAX. I mean,
It's
gonna
hard
be
to
fun.
not be excited about that part.
Exactly. And Mandalorian Grogu arguably is one of the best things that Disney Star Wars has ever made when it comes to Star Wars.
Yeah.
So, and it has the greatest mass appeal, I think you could say. So that's why I think there's still hope for it. Although the trailer didn't, the thing is the trailer didn't necessarily get me any more hyped for the movie than I already was. And there's also some qualms I have about the trailer, and that's where we're going to get into a little bit.
We don't know
thought
what
about it a
qualms
little.
are.
Qualms?
I'm kidding.
I have some, maybe constructive criticism would be a better
Points
way.
of concern.
Yeah,
So constructive qualmicisms.
And not even necessarily the trailer itself. I mean, there are, but then there's also the way they handled putting it out. And
Yeah, dive into that.
That's true.
what they
They need a
called it.
slap on the
So,
wrist for that one.
So let's
Yeah.
jump into that right now. Since we got the poll, I'm glad you guys are pumped about it, and we are excited here for sure. I think I'm probably the most critical of it.
Well,
if
if Nick were here and Matt, you all would be on the same train, heavy-handedly.
The table just
The
kind
table
of
would be
demands it.
yeah. See,
No, I'm
fact checker's
excited.
always
I know.
excited about whatever it is, and I'm usually one way or the other pretty convinced. But I'm just pulling for something in this particular one.
you're usually pretty positive, unless you really
Yeah.
dislike
We all
something,
are, yeah.
and then you hate it.
Yeah, until it becomes the acolyte.
It's like I will burn it if I have. This is the hill.
No,
I'm
that's
dying
what I'm saying.
on.
I
Stop
either
calling
like it.
television.
Exactly. Oh man, I will rip you a new one if they do bad things with this.
Yeah.
I will. Not you.
No. Yeah.
That.
I see what you're saying, though. You have high expectations and high hopes, and you are excited because it is Mando and
man.
Grogu. So I totally get that. But my qualms, though, one of
Yeah.
the first qualm I have is online. They marketed it as just the Mandalorian and Grogu movie trailer. If you actually go to the YouTube page of it, let me see. I want to look up one thing real fast. But as I'm saying that, I went to their website, and on their website, though, so on the YouTube channel, the actual video itself, it says it's the Mandalorian and Grogu trailer. And this is important. Wait for it. They didn't specify anything other than that. It says the Mandalorian and Grogu official trailer in theaters May 22nd, 2026. I don't see anywhere in the notes section or anywhere stating that it's a teaser. And that was one of my biggest qualms about this. And then if you go to their website, if you go to StarWars.com, they have an article out, and it says the Mandalorian and Grogu first teaser trailer revealed. They can't even keep it right between the two, and they're the
know.
same entity. So
Yep.
I'm almost curious when it came out if they saw some backlash online and they were like, no, guys, it's just a teaser. Well, then put that on the channel. I
Yeah.
would have
They
been
can
less
change
critical.
the title.
Yeah, I would have been less critical of this trailer if it said teaser. I think we all would have been. We would be like, oh, it's just a tease.
That's why
Okay,
there's no story.
That's why there's
or
no story.
content.
Yeah, exactly.
Context.
There's nothing giving us more.
Well, because what's the number one criticism you've heard online is that it's like, even we said it here. We're like, well, there wasn't any story. You said there wasn't enough meat.
Yeah. Yeah.
But a lot of
Yeah.
people have said there's not enough meat in this. So you're right. If they had prefaced it by saying, teaser trailer, they were like, oh, it's just a teaser, everybody. It's just a teaser, just a
Yeah.
teaser, just a teaser. Just like everybody gets so like hung up on the terminology, but it does matter.
It does
And
matter.
then when if they didn't say that online, we would judge this as a trailer. But now you're telling us it's a teaser trailer. So they're not telling us. They don't even know what they're telling us. That just proves to me the inadequacy, the inability for the right-handed Star Wars to know what the left hand is doing.
Yeah.
So like YouTube, oh, we forgot to say teaser trailer. Whoever posted it.
Can you show that, Dan? Is that possible? Sorry.
Show the StarWars.com?
Yeah, show
Yeah,
the
let me see if I can pull it up.
StarWars.com and or the actual
But there's definitely
trailer.
some people saying some funny stuff in the chat too.
I know. It's
Yeah,
light-
let's get
it's
to
lit
that.
up,
If
but-
Oh, I'm
I'm
looking
missing
at-
anything,
Well, KG did say it's like they just put some scenes together to shut us up about begging for a trailer. It was just a teaser though, and they aren't trying to give away too much. So
Yeah.
yes,
which I could get behind that. I just think they should have put.
It's just
Teaser,
it's a
but-
silly mistake.
It's
that,
fine,
that,
and
that
it's not the
they're
end of the
They're
world.
stepping on themselves.
Yeah,
but
like I said, it didn't ruin anything for me. It was just the fact that whenever I got done watching it,
Mm-hmm.
also I had seen some leaked footage of
Mm-hmm.
the movie, and that would have done whatever they leaked, what they showed to like Celebration and people like that. That would have got everybody, I think, 10 times more hyped than
Mm-hmm.
this trailer. That's where I'm like, you guys are kind of stumbling a little bit. It feels like, at least on how you're promoting this.
Yeah.
And I'm just wondering why the disconnect here.
Who knows? But Bismo did say, to be fair, if this was the actual trailer, I don't mind them not spoiling the whole movie.
Yeah.
Some trailers make it not even worth seeing the movie because they give away too much. And his point was, do we even need a story? Just make it a good time and stack the popcorn high.
Yeah. See, so the only problem I have, I'll push back a little bit. I agree with you, Biz. I mean, they have us. They have the Star Wars fans that have been here and will always watch basically
we
anything
want
Star
what
Wars.
we want, doggone it.
But the problem I see with that though, and not that I want to give everything away, and I'm not pushing it back on the fact of spoiling things, 'cause I really don't like being spoiled either. So
Yeah.
I agree with you there. I don't
We
like being
guessing,
spoiled.
but not
Yeah.
spoiled.
And I think they've done a good job with it. Even for a lot of trailers, they just give you like the first little bit of the movie, and then they barely will throw a scene in from later in the film. Whereas like if you go back and you watch like Revenge of the Sith trailer, that gives away everything. I mean, it's crazy.
well,
you
but
watch that?
not the
But-
first trailer. Not the first trailer.
well, I don't know. They usually a lot of
No,
the time
the
back
first-
in the day they'd only put out like one trailer, and
No,
then
they-
they just do.
yeah.
They just do.
There's usually protocol now, and since like 2015, there's a first trailer,
Yeah.
which is like an early look. Sometimes they call it teaser, sometimes they don't. Clearly,
Right.
but this is I've heard the movie pundits call this a first trailer. Like most movies have a first trailer, which
Right.
is light on story, maybe a little bit of just a look of it, sizzle reel, maybe.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not bashing the trailer. It's more of the way I think they're putting it out there. Just say it's a teaser. That's the biggest thing for me. It's to say
Well, it
it's a
says right
teaser.
here. Yeah,
But if you go to
that's right on their main page.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing is it says the Mandalorian and Grogu first teaser trailer, which I just think they behoove themselves by not putting it on the actual YouTube.
Have they said teaser
Video.
trailer on the YouTube? You think they would have got less backlash?
I think they would have got less backlash. I 100% believe they would have got less. I'm not saying it would. People are gonna dislike it to dislike it.
Yeah.
And I'm with Bismo though. The music did get me into it. I'm already
yeah.
like,
Sure.
I'm like, oh yeah, here we go, Mando and Grogu. It's going to be a fun adventure, and I agree with that. The part that I'm saying with trailer and giving people some more story is casual fans. You got to get the casual fans back, and I think this did possibly get some casual fans because they had Baby Yoda Grogu being Baby Yoda Grogu,
Yeah.
which is also a qualm of mine in
And
some
Babu
ways.
Frick.
And then
Babu Frick.
if that's actual Babu Frick, I'm not 100% sure.
wow.
Maybe
Okay.
somebody can confirm that. But
Yeah.
and Zelen anyway from Mando season 3.
It's Babu Frick's dad.
Yeah, it might be descendant.
Dadu Frick.
You heard it here first, folks. Dadu Frick. That'd be
Why
hilarious.
not?
Actually, it was like a whole family of them. So there's
Yeah,
gonna
it
be
could be
Dadu
little-
Frick, Mama Frick.
Little Babu we'll find out is
Oh.
later on, like halfway through the movie. They'll call him his name. Babu, get over here.
Yeah, Matt just said it's not Babu Frick.
Okay.
Oh, wait, but then Bismo said it's definitely Babu, Matt.
Oh man,
man.
we got
Oh,
controversy
no.
in the chat. Controversy
Oh,
in the
man.
chat. Yeah, and,
And
you know,
it's true. It wouldn't be Star Wars if fans didn't complain. To
Yeah.
Americans, I loved it. Got me hyped for sure. Still early days. I'm sure they'll give us a little more. I don't know. I mean, I think it's safe to say that they accomplished getting us talking about it
oh yeah, of course.
from a marketing perspective.
And it I think a lot of the haters on it are missing the point that they're really trying to get boys and casual fans and men and everybody back into
Which is smart.
Star Wars. So they're trying to just show us like a fun adventure with that. Even with the poster, they're trying to make it a fun adventure. Seeing Baby Yoda, Grogu doing fun things, lots of action, not very much talking. I do think that it's accomplishing that task, and I think that's what it's hard for hardcore Star Wars fans who want the lore, who want the hooks, who wants the more of Star Wars. It's hard for us to recognize that, but it does make sense why they put this out as a teaser trailer.
Yeah.
But there were still even elements in there that I was kind of like, oh, I've seen better footage already. That's
kind of weird. Yeah,
that's not fair to say. Even
I've heard that
the trailer, but.
Yeah, the spoiler shots that they showed from the teaser from was it Star Wars Celebration was arguably better.
Yeah.
Than this trailer, but again, I think they're holding back for the general public to release that kind of stuff bigger later down the road. They don't want to show it all too soon, and then have people rip that apart. Like already.
Yeah, I'll say this. Why don't we do like a little bit of favorite parts of the trailer? Let's hit up our favorite parts of the trailer right now. I mean, just to be completely fair with the trailer, because I know I feel like it sounds like I'm being negative, but there were moments that I genuinely enjoyed, and I'm looking forward to seeing. So
you hated it
in chat, Gonkers. Let us know what you guys thought too. I'm glad people are enjoying it, and we're talking about it. Like you said, it's fun for us to talk about this again. That's, I mean, really what started the channel in a lot of ways.
For sure.
As far as the talking head
Talky
side.
talk.
But let's go over some your favorite moments. What was your favorite moment from the trailer, Dan?
The music.
Yeah.
It really was. When I listen to it again, when I watch it again, when I hear those French horns.
And we just got demonetized.
Oh, no. I'm playing backwards. Below. You like that intro?
Yeah.
Take that. We'll play it backwards all day long. We don't know what we're playing. It's just some random tune. It's called the Mandalorian theme song, okay? And it's pretty incredible. And the guy that did that is coming back for the movie.
Yes.
And so now he gets to play with all the toys in the sandbox. It's the first film that Star Wars has made that wasn't scored mostly by, well, I guess all of the anthology in-betweens weren't either John Williams. So you got big shoes to fill. But this guy wrote some incredible music, and the
from
music
his basement. I said
from his basement. Yeah.
Thing. I mean, kind of
exactly. But I mean, some of the best music comes out from. It doesn't have to be on a giant scoring stage, But this guy.
But they took it to the next level with this orchestra, and I did really like that. To your point,
it's just funny how Star Wars with those strings and those things, it's going to make it feel huge in the theater, and the sound effects, and just how many times did we say that the music and the special effects and the blah 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 looked like a movie, looked better than like Rise of Skywalker, or better than at many parts of the show Mandalorian. So I don't think they're going to have any issue transitioning that feel onto the big screen.
I think Andor was actually a better example of cinematic. That almost all of Andor looked like a movie.
I would love to watch Andor in the movies,
even more so than Mando,
especially a couple that middle third arc.
Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, that's a great point. The music, I completely agree. It gets you right in, and that's what I think Star Wars has done decent. The best though was the Mandalorian and Grogu with that catchy tune. Like, you need things that people. You hear like the first four notes, and you're like, I know exactly what that is. Yeah, and so much music has gone away from that. I mean, Star Wars is known for that. You right from the opening of Star Wars, bang, you're like, oh, we're into Star Wars.
Talk about the booms.
Yeah, it's like, and that's what they did so well with Mandalorian and Grogu and the whole series. But fact checker, I'm sure you have more, Dan. But we'll jump over to fact checker. Do you have a favorite part of the trailer?
It's hard for me to pick just one thing, but I really did love the dune scene, the sand scene
Mhm.
of Mando and Grogu looking over. I don't know. It was like cute, but you could tell there's a serious adventure going on. They're scoping something out.
Yeah.
It's a little intrigue, mystery already. That probably stands out to me.
Huh. That's not what I was expecting
Oh, no,
at
what'd
all.
you
But
expect?
no, that's totally fine.
She just likes the sand, Dustin.
Yeah.
She's different than Anakin.
Yes,
She loves sand. It's coarse and rough.
it gets everywhere.
It's the best.
I was just at the sand dunes.
You were at the
not too
sand
long
dunes, okay.
ago,
Oh,
so
my
It was
maybe
a
that's
cool-
why.
Well, and it felt different than the man. Like, it actually felt like they were on location.
Yes,
Yeah.
it did.
That's true.
Yeah, it's just I don't know, shiny. You know, he looked great in the
Yeah, it did.
the full outfit. I mean, although you just see a little bit, but I don't know. It's just cool to see him all shined up.
Yeah. And it also hit with the music at
Yes,
that part
yeah,
too.
it was quick in the
it
beginning.
did
That's all I needed.
Yeah, it just it did make you feel, oh, this is a classic
Yeah.
Mandalorian and Grogu
yeah.
adventure, because they're
Mhm.
sitting over a sand dune, which I think happens in every season of the Mandalorian
Yeah.
and Grogu.
Yeah,
is
they
them
were in a lot
looking
of-
over.
That's true
Yeah.
because he's a puppet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's a good point. I was not expecting that.
Okay.
What was your
I was
favorite?
gonna say the music, but we've already talked about that.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
come up with something different. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. I think my favorite part, Bismo, I think
Bismo said it.
Bismo said it. I think one of my favorite parts, actually, that looked the coolest, in my opinion, was Zeb
Yeah.
doing some epic fighting. At least it caught me off guard.
Can I
Like-
say something on that?
Go ahead.
I didn't realize it was Zeb. I thought that was Mando.
You shouldn't have said that, fact checker.
Sorry.
Get out. No, I'm just
I know.
joking.
I know.
I'm just
I'm
kidding.
sorry.
No, it's
everyone.
a blinking. It's really a blink
It
and
was
you miss
so
it moment,
fast,
though.
Yeah.
And it was just criminally underrated that in season 3 of the
They did,
Mandalorian and Grogu,
yeah.
that they brought Zeb in, and it is the most accurate when it
Yeah.
comes from animation to live action.
Yeah.
It looks so good, sounded great. I'm like, I kind of wish you would have just deep faked all of the characters from Rebels,
Yeah.
because I think we would have appreciated that more. Ashley Eckstein as Ahsoka just deep faked, and they did the same CGI treatment. I
Yeah.
think I would have preferred that. But yeah, it was a blink and you miss a moment. But I like the fact that it was one of the coolest ways
Yeah.
you could introduce that character, like
Yeah.
doing an epic fight scene, a hallway scene, like from Daredevil.
Definitely. Yeah. When I watched it back, I was like, whoa, okay. Yeah. It's definitely a different character, but it looked really, really cool. How they brought him in like that. Not just they weren't just walking down the street or whatever. It was epic. Yeah.
Yeah, for
Good
sure.
action.
And then my second
Bodyguard Zeb.
both, I'd say just
Yeah.
the other thing is just the action. Like I'm
Mhm.
looking forward to getting some good movie quality Star Wars action, as long as it's not overly done and there is some purpose behind it. Otherwise, it will just feel like fluff. You have to be careful with action.
Yeah.
And you can't just make everything action all the time without giving us a greater meaning of why they're doing that, because it will start to feel like.
But did the Mandalorian show? Yeah. Did it give you that feeling enough in the show? The feeling of too much action, not enough story.
No, I think they handled it well. So I think they'll handle it well in this. My
I wouldn't
point
say
is,
that. Yeah.
it might just end up feeling less like a movie and more like a show, depending on how they handle it.
There's no denying it. There's too many movies out there right now that are just shiny and they're just like jump,
Yeah.
like exposition, like montage with a cool current day track in the background into like some crazy action sequence, like one line of dialogue, 30 more minutes of crazy action, they're just like useless action.
Yeah.
Then it's like, oh, we're in the third act now. And then there's like finally have like a serious conversation, but it's not even that deep. And then you feel like, it didn't really pay off. Yeah.
Right.
You don't get the depth and you're
Yeah.
already at the
Yeah.
ending.
It's
I'm like,
got to have a payoff.
When
That's
you're-
more my point.
Yes.
In a movie instead of a TV episode or whatever streaming episode, you should have more time to build out the story and let things linger, properly.
Okay. Yeah.
So we'll
Yeah,
see. We'll see.
and the thing about Star Wars in general, and why I'm saying it in some ways, is original Star Wars, the fight scenes that they had in a lot of Star Wars were emotional. There was a lot of emotional weight to
Yes,
them.
yeah.
they had the slow moments.
right.
And that helps
they
build
built
it.
it.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
there were scenes where like the Hoth sequence, not all of that has like greater significance to anything. It's
Yeah.
just an awesome battle. And one of my
That's fair.
one of my favorite action sequences, and I think what Mandalorian has nailed, The Mandalorian, one of my favorite ones was actually the beginning of season 2 when they're fighting the crate dragon. That was actually one of the most cinematic ones.
nice.
And I love the crate dragon. I've always wanted to see it. Mostly from that film or the book, Dan. The Kenobi book. Because that's one of the big points in the Kenobi book, and that is so epic, and I think they actually handle it pretty well. Not 100%.
Well, and they totally wove in the new sound effect.
Yeah,
that they added in. Remember the one that we made fun of?
Which I don't love.
It's there. I'm like, why is that? Oh, that explains it. I was like, shut. Nobody sounds like that.
One of our best shorts ever, actually. The original was so much better. The original Crate Dragon call was so much better.
Yeah,
it sounded like a dude stepping on a Lego.
It just made sense.
But,
you want me to add some of these chat?
Let's hit some
faves?
chat, and then we'll with pros,
faves.
and then maybe I don't know if we really need to hit cons, but
they added all their faves here.
Let's hit the chat's faves. What's all your faves, guys? And if we missed it, let us know or repost it down, and we'll try to get it.
Bismo said Zeb, my fave part.
Oh yeah, dude.
Which you agreed with.
I completely agree.
American said Swimming Grogu was my favorite. LOL. I forgot how much I missed that little guy on screen.
There is something to say about the whole puppet part of it. It both like makes it feel campy, like not really like as, but at the same time, I'm like growing up watching like Jim Henson Muppet movies. It kind of feels nostalgic at the same time.
Funny.
And is fun, just done right. And especially with Yoda, original Yoda, being a puppet and being so believable as a puppet.
So
it does feel like that. So
they're targeting millennials.
possibly.
Could be.
The biggest market out there.
Right. Or they're just trying
It's a big
to...
market.
I think Favreau...
$1 billion market.
It could be. I think Favreau just likes to stay as true to possible to what George did from before. Even how they shot a lot of the sequences. If you look at the behind the scenes for The Mandalorian and how they shot the sequences with the Razor Crest, he even mimicked the way they shot even in the originals for the ship battles and stuff like that. Which I like that he actually respects what came before and tries adding that in as almost like a homage, but also just to get the feeling of Star Wars again. So it's smart that he's doing that, and he's doing that with the puppet as well. So
I think that's he took the best things of George Lucas filmmaking and brought them into the Mandalorian show on TV. Like, they didn't deserve that. But he did it. And that's why we liked Mando. As opposed to, the other trilogy that we had going on when Mando came out. It was like, that's not Star Wars. But Favreau was respecting what came before. And I think this film is going to be another extension of that.
As long as Favreau gets final cut and was able to do everything he wanted to.
Hopefully. Zeb was the best part, says Matt. We got 3 Zebs.
It's the point that if you sorry, I'll just make this point and we'll get back to it.
Do it.
It's the point in case that if you do Star Wars with respect and you respect the original characters and the characters that came before in Lucas, that you can get all the hype and all the buzz from all the Star Wars fans, and then casual fans will jump on board because they'll remember it, the nostalgia. And the case in point to that was season 2 of The Mandalorian, whenever they brought in Luke and how they handled him with respect, because pretty much most everything that had come before that was not done with respect to those characters. So if you do Star Wars right, you respect what came before and show us that, you're going to hit it's a $1 billion movie.
Yeah, which on that point, I saw a news article where John Boyega was asked if he could remake the last 3 movies, what would he do different? And he's like, so much. He would respect the lore. He would keep those characters alive. You don't kill them off. He said all this good stuff.
I gotta listen to that.
It was really good. Yeah, if I can find it again, I'll send
that
it
to me. I did not see that.
So yeah, that's the way to go.
Because
it seems pretty common sense.
Yeah, exactly. And the funniest thing about that was he was the biggest Star Wars fan going into it. Like out of all of the new people they got in Star Wars for the sequel trilogy, he was the biggest fan, and I feel like they did him the dirtiest, which is also not how you should do it with the fans. Like he was a good example of what the fans felt like.
Yeah, for
so,
sure.
That's a great point. Let's get back to the Gonkers here and what some of their favorite parts were.
All right, so we got KG said Grogu and the Anzellans. There you go.
Yes.
They look cute. I like that one shot of them flying through the whatever planet
That's
that
giving
was.
me real 80s adventure vibes. I don't like saying vibes very much, but
Vibbies.
It's a real thing. But
Biggles man, yeah. Is that your favorite part?
okay.
Yeah, but it brought back his hype after seeing him. I agree.
That's great.
It's a different feeling when you see it this way. And they're not going to have any fluff, I don't think. I have a point to make with that later.
Okay.
But Melissa's with KG.
Nice.
So that's 2 for Grogu and the Anzellans. Starman said seeing Zeb is the main thing. That's 4 Zebs and Sigourney Weaver. I think her name in the movie is going to be Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah, I don't know what her. Do we know what her actual name? I think they've said it. It hasn't.
I don't even
stuck in
think
my
she's
mind.
that great of an actress, but she's famous.
Wow,
Whoa.
shots fired.
I mean, she'll be fine.
Good.
Favreau likes her, so bring her in the movie. Good shot, baby.
Colonel Ward.
Colonel Ward.
Ward.
She looks like a colonel. Kentucky Fried Colonel.
Yep.
It felt clearly theatrical to me. Yes, I love that too. What's that, Melissa?
My gripe with her though is like the way they introduced her, just sitting at a
As I'm
table
saying, it's kind of like
was one of the lamest ways.
if she's a great actress, let her say something.
Yeah. Also, like, have her standing up or looking more menacing as a general instead of just like a.
Bishop. What?
But Dustin, it's a teaser trailer. First trailer teaser.
Yeah.
We
Well,
don't
I
know.
didn't know that going into because they didn't say it. They
Come
said it
on,
was the
people.
trailer.
Yeah, I know.
But,
The thing about the composer has done Marvel. Oh, he's done Marvel. That's right. He did. He did a lot of good movies.
Oh yeah.
Ludwig is a great composer. The visuals are insane. I completely
Yeah.
agree.
There were some.
And yeah.
Go ahead.
No. I didn't think that. I didn't actually have any complaints. I had 0 complaints on the visuals.
Really?
Yeah. I'm
I
blind.
I thought some of it could have been polished up a little bit. Some of it looked a little volume.
Okay.
I thought
And
one or both of you said the end where the
yeah, that's the biggest gripe.
AT-AT just falls very slowly. There's no explosion.
It was
and
very
it just
anticlimactic.
ended.
Yeah, it was
Well,
very
yeah.
anticlimactic.
But that wasn't bad. That was interesting choice.
Okay.
But I didn't say it was
Okay.
bad
Oh, yeah,
visuals.
I don't
It was just an
know.
interesting like 6, 7, 8,
Yeah.
like 9 seconds of like falling. But
the best
hey,
part about that was the music timing with it.
yeah. But and then there's always like a boom, and then there's always something at the very end, which was the good shot, baby, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Which
so
that was
that-
fun. That was fun. I did like that actually.
So what is this? The Bismo said KOTOR reference,
There was a
or
KOTOR
was that
reference.
just us that
I
we
think
referenced?
maybe you guys referenced it.
Okay. Rhoda the Hutt. Rhoda? Is it Rhoda or Rhoda? Is he rotten?
I think it's
or Roten?
Rhoda. but
Rhoda, yeah.
I think it's Rhoda, I think. I'm
I
not
would
sure.
think. I think Rhoda.
Is a whole thirst trap. Is that the new because he's jacked? Rhoda the Hutt.
Maybe is that
He's in
why?
he's in the trailer in the
Yeah. He
Oh,
looks pretty
yeah.
good.
yeah, he's like the first well, in this one, there's other ones that were in Legends, but he's the son of Jabba the Hutt. Obviously, we saw him in Clone Wars. He's all grown up now, but he's also swole, dude. So
He's
it's just
ripped.
funny to see a ripped slug.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Hutt anyway. So it's so funny.
Good shot, baby was not the only dialogue. Mandalorian did say
Yes,
impressive.
impressive. Yep,
Okay,
Yeah.
you said
So
Gladiator
they
Hut.
clicked
Gladiator
this.
Hutt. Yeah.
Oh, but then Bismo clarified the crate dragon call out was as far as KOTOR.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
gotcha. Yeah. I love the crate dragons. I think they're
What's up? We got Craftmaster jumped in.
What's up, Craftmaster?
Fellow Lego man.
Thanks for jumping in, dude. We'll get to
Yeah,
reviewing
he's got
some
good takes.
Legos later
He-
as well.
Did just say, hopefully, for those who haven't watched Mandalorian, don't have too hard of a time
Right.
following along with the film.
Yeah. See, I
And that-
think they're
yeah.
targeting those people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That would be smart for the first
the
time
lo-
in movies.
Yeah.
Make
It's
it.
the lowest hanging fruit. Like all of the Sonic the Hedgehog fans, and then they're just here's a Sonic movie. But people are like, well, I never played Sonic when I was a kid, or I never watched the animated series in the '90s. Okay, but it's still a fun movie, and it made
Right.
$1 billion. I don't know if it made $1 billion.
Oh,
They
dear.
did really well, but they also they were respectful to the character and even to the fans whenever they had a
They
gripe
beefed, yeah. That's
about
right.
the eyes.
And the
way he
Mario
looked.
movie.
Yeah, that's
They
right.
went back and changed it for the whole movie.
Yeah.
Although Mario, I can't compare that because Mario it also has an infamous song that goes with it.
Yeah.
So when you have an infamous song that goes
Does
with
help.
an infamous character with legend, but Star Wars is infamous
Oh,
music.
it is. And Mando is now infamous. in
Yeah,
music.
and Mando,
Yeah.
and it's Grogu, and
Yeah.
it's the millennials, and you're talking about, it's like people can choose to see this in a way that they wouldn't choose to see the new Ryan Gosling movie or the Ray sequel or something, because they're like, they reject that,
One
but
and
they
the
want to
same.
support, they want to support this because Mando was better than the, Rise of Skywalker, even though they came out around the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if
It
they
was-
don't step on it, Mando was like a new hope for the Star Wars fans.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was. It really
Yeah,
was.
yeah,
and it
absolutely.
got even more hyped with Baby Yoda than
Mhm.
I'd say the Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
That it definitely overshadowed for us specifically, but I think even the internet
generally,
in
yeah.
general,
Yeah.
Oh,
people were
absolutely.
more talking about Baby Yoda than they were
Mhm.
Rise of
Yeah.
Skywalker, which is hilarious to me.
That is
Yeah.
funny.
Bismo said just make sure to put some actual nuggets in there for us fans too.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's kind of
They should balance that pretty well, right?
I hope so. I hope they give us enough for like the hardcore fans.
Yeah.
And I mean, to your point on that, Dan, that's why they have the Razor Crest too.
Ugh.
But what do you guys think about that? We got to talk about that for a sec. Because that is also one of the bigger gripes I have about this is they're going to do
Really?
so they're going to time jump and they're not going to show it. That's the thing. They're going to tell us and they're not going to show it. I think that's a mistake when it comes to a lot of just entertainment in general. Because that's that really is, that's why everybody's making the joke online, somehow the Razor Crest returned. Like,
Mhm.
that's terrible.
Yeah.
Like, show, don't tell. That's the basics of filmmaking in a lot of ways. So
It makes
I'm
it
not
makes no
told.
sense.
But the reason they did it though is for those casual fans. It's for the people that saw the first season, saw the second season, didn't know what happened in the second season, so they're like, that thing and that thing.
Mhm.
But then it just doesn't have a natural progression of the character, and that's the part
This is where
have a
they
problem
can
with.
step
So,
in it. This is what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. You want to get the fury going, make a little technical issue. Oh, it's not a teaser. It was a teaser's whatever. Like
Well,
I've said my name's Dan. I've said it's San. I get it.
Randy, all over again.
If it's corporate, whatever, fire that guy.
yeah.
Don't keep him around if he's going to keep messing up. But Craftmaster said Razor Crest 2 UCS Lego set on the way, Dustin.
Yeah.
That's why
I mean, yeah, but
Lego needed
okay,
it.
but my point to that
Lego
though,
needed it.
no. My point to that though is why wouldn't I just buy the first one again? Or
Because this one has yellow
just-
stripes, but
no,
it's stickers.
I know, right?
You can just buy the sticker pack.
Buys the stickers.
We got it back there.
I know, but
Because
no.
people already bought
how-
it, so you got to buy more.
How much more
Yeah.
hyped would everybody have been if it was a different ship that we haven't seen? Like something
But
new.
for
Like,
branding-
wouldn't you guys like seeing something new?
We did, and I don't think it went over well with the N1.
No, I think the N1 went over fine. I think it was the show that it came out in.
Okay.
I think it
don't
was
know.
Boba Fett. And actually, that was one of my favorite parts of Boba Fett, was
Oh,
whenever
that's
they were
funny.
building the N1. And that was nostalgic. And I
Yeah.
still think there's that ship might be attached to the Razor Crest. At least I think that would be awesome. If they did that, I would be a lot more on board. Otherwise, if they just scrapped the N1 without addressing it, that's the other thing. Without addressing it, without telling us how we got another
But
Razor
we don't.
Crest.
We're gonna find out. We're
Which-
gonna find out.
Razor Crest is a type of ship, by the way. So there are more of them out there. I'm
Yeah.
not saying there's none, but it's also just really you go. I mean, I guess you go with what you're familiar
It's
with.
part of his brand.
It is.
Really.
But they should have
Just
shown
as much as
him
the best car.
at some point, and they probably will in the other trailer. They'll probably show him in the N1, and then they'll show the Razor Crest 2. So they have
Right.
to. There's got to be some simple explanation. But Star Wars is infamous for, lately they're infamous for not explaining anything. Somehow Palpatine returned. The joke online is still somehow the Razor Crest returned.
Yeah.
We said it the other day.
It does make more sense as far as a bounty
The pulse
hunter
rifle,
and what
though.
he's doing. Yeah. The pulse rifle's back too. I guess if you're used to those things, but then why didn't you show us earlier? Why didn't he get it earlier? I don't know. It wasn't cohesive
Because
to
it
the story, but
exploded, and so it's gonna be.
and
Could the
That's
end
got a
one?
good point. Matt does
Yeah.
have a good point.
What'd he say?
He says, "How do we know they don't show how he got the new Razor Crest?" And I'm not saying they're not
Exactly.
going to. I'm just saying they better. I really hope they do. But
Dustin's coming at him. He's like, look, if you don't do this and this and this, because I'm gonna call you. But that's true because
So-
the heavy Star Wars fans want that as well. Like you can't sell $1 billion. I mean, they'll make $1 billion on this movie. But if you still further alienate the Mandalorian fans that have watched from the beginning
right,
in the process, which they already kind of did with season 3,
yeah.
like don't
Boba
step
Fett.
in it further. You know what I'm saying?
Fett in season 3.
Like then you're not. Then if they do this, they're gonna make more Mandalorian movies. I'm telling you. This is the first one. They're gonna make a second one. They're gonna make a third one. It belongs in a museum. It belongs on the big screen.
It does.
And so they're going to make a bill, or they're going to make a lot of money, and they're going to make more. And so if they alienate us after the first, you know what I'm saying, by doing silly stuff, I don't think they will. But
Right.
then it's going to be bad. So this is why Dustin's and Nick and
Yeah.
Matt and a lot of other dudes that agree with you.
Yeah.
A lot of other people online.
Now, does that make or break the trailer for me? No, it doesn't make or break the trailer
Right.
for me. And if they explain it, I will be happy. Or they show it. Maybe they show it in the beginning. I'm totally fine with that in a lot of ways.
And maybe that's why they put these scenes together in the teaser trailer, because they
cause
wanted to get the
controversy.
feedback
Maybe.
now so they can fix it and put the good stuff, put answers to all of this
This
Right.
is
in
Matt
the
said.
movie.
This is what he said. It's confusing because we're having the conversation because the teaser was confusing.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
And
good point.
that's just where I feel like they stepped in it a little bit
Yeah.
because they kind of they weren't very clear with a lot of things. But not that you have to be, but just make it a teaser. Just say teaser.
Yeah.
That would have cleared up so much, at least personally for me. Not everybody,
But I still think there's a lot of potential here.
yeah, no, for sure.
Right? They didn't ruin it. They left things ambiguous enough and gave us enough questions. Okay, how they're looking at this. Favreau knows. They know how to keep a secret. Filoni knows. He loves to keep a secret. He's like, Ahsoka's in this half of this movie. And then
If it becomes the Ahsoka movie,
it will. Yeah.
I will throw my popcorn at the screen.
But they could drop any secret because this is what I realized, and I've heard you say and other people, it was shot on the volume. Anybody could have been in that room without the true leaks of who
Yeah.
else was there.
Right.
They know the general plot, they know whatever, but if they give us some crazy cool Easter eggs, like you said, maybe they do tie it to Thrawn with the new Ahsoka show and the greater universe. Maybe they don't, but they could make us think right now, they're going to get all weird about seeing the Razor Crest again, and they're going to get weird about, not any dialogue. I don't know why they would.
Well,
What else was controversial? The Ambin rifle?
And they're relying so much still on the fans coming up with a better reason than what they give us.
Well.
And that's the thing. It's it's because we're fans, but they're relying so heavily on us to carry their weight with everything. That's where I feel like a lot of people get tired of that.
Right.
And-
Yeah. But Andor said it best, or Tony Gilroy. He's like, I fill in what I want you to know,
Right.
and I let you fill in everything else in between the lines. If I don't specify it, it's probably because you guys as fans have a better solution for it.
Right.
See, I
And I don't-
appreciate
yeah.
that theory. I'm like, dude, that's
Good
how
way to explain it.
that's how it all should be.
Yeah.
Like if he gives you this, then that's what it. As long as they don't conflict. Now his stories were pretty airtight.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree? His stories were
Yes,
airtight. So
they were.
So we're not
They were
nitpicking it
detailed.
apart. We're like, dude, he thought of things we never thought of.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
But to that point, Matt does have a great call here. He says, honestly, I think Zeb gets him the new Razor Crest, and immediately that's a good explanation
Yeah.
right there. I'd be fine with that.
why
And
would
that-
Zeb get him the new Razor?
Well,
Crest?
because
Because he
he's
needs
in
to-
the
You'd be able to ride in it.
well, yeah, but then also just the fact that if he's working with them,
How did he know the first one got blown up?
Well, no, he would know
Everyone
because in
knows
season
Dan.
3, Mando was talking to Zeb. So
About
I don't know.
about the ship?
no, not specifically the ship, but he is a pilot. So Zeb is a pilot in the New
Yeah.
Republic, and he works.
knows what people.
I would imagine that would come up, but I don't know. They didn't specifically say it. So
right.
that was
It
a
got
great-
blown up
another
in
point.
season 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, got blown up in season 2.
And I like what Bismo says here. Dustin, that's what Lucasfilm does best, though. You just a hater.
I know.
I'm not a hater. But I
He's a
know-
skeptic.
It's all in good fun. I know he's saying it, and just good fun.
But you would be in the skeptic camp.
I'm in the camp where
You've been
fool me once.
Yeah.
What? I don't even know the saying. But we've been
Fool me
fooled so
once,
many
shame on
times.
you.
I'm
Any
just
question?
playing. I'm the tentative Star Wars fan that so many people are right now.
You're the
Holding
doubting
out.
Dustin.
I'm not doubting. I know it's going to be good.
No,
It's just what to
reserving
what
your
level,
opinion.
and will it actually move the dial forward on Star Wars? Will
But
this actually start to make things right?
But it's going to make $1 billion.
Dan,
Do you doubt that?
I do doubt that. Yes,
You're doubting Dustin.
I did. Okay, in that sense, yes, I'm doubting doesn't. Am I doubting that it's going to be a good, fun film? No, I think it's going to be a fun Mandalorian adventure.
But if Lucasfilm came to you and said, "We got a great film for you, Dustin," would you be like, "I doubt it"? You'd be like, "I doubt it."
No, I'd be like, tell me who's making it. Are you saying
Yeah.
like?
They'd be like, "No, we're not
Who's
giving you.
making
We're not
it?
giving you any
What's it
details."
about?
No, they would say, "We're not giving you any details."
Then yes, I would doubt it because
Yeah.
of the track record.
Doubting Dustin.
Because of the track record, I'm going off of the history.
Yeah,
that
I'm not saying you don't have any reason to doubt.
Right.
We all have reason to doubt and be skeptical.
And I'm not saying I don't love the Mandalorian and Grogu. I love the Mandalorian and
I don't
Grogu,
know.
and
Now I'm
I really
questioning
enjoy
that.
it.
I think you should say my favorite two words together. I'm cautiously optimistic.
Yeah.
You don't like that?
Well, people just overuse it.
Oh.
Well,
Like
we have
television.
to. It's also because we've had to for the last 10 years of Star Wars.
Yeah.
We've had to be cautiously optimistic because we've been burned.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
It's just do
Star
or do
Wars
not.
Fans have been burned.
There's
so
no
many
try.
times, and we want it to be great. And I'm just like being I'm criticizing because what we always do is we criticize where it needs to be criticized to hopefully
Right.
help them make it better.
Yeah.
They still have time to make changes.
They're
even.
listening to you right now.
They could be. Nobody's listening to me. I'm screaming on top of the roof.
They might be.
Doubting Dustin!
No, they might be. They probably do. He's not a dingbat, like
Yeah.
these other Star Wars famous people have said, and Gilroy, they listen to some of the they listen to the podcasters talking about the first episodes and
Yeah,
stuff.
He went on
Yeah.
some of their shows.
They went on their
because,
shows.
Yeah, they had.
That's
tapes.
crazy.
That
That's
is
like
crazy.
breaking the fourth wall. Like, you're not allowed to do that.
Tony
You're Star
Gilroy-
Wars.
Tony Gilroy is one of the only ones who's done that.
I know, but
Because
And
he's
look at
willing
how
to
well
have
his work has
conversations.
come out.
so relevant. That's
Yeah.
the way to do it, honestly.
Because he puts it out and he stands behind it. Favreau does too. I feel like he's like, this is what I did.
Yeah.
If they let him.
And how many times did they emphasize it at Star Wars Celebration? We're listening to you fans. They're pandering so much. So
They were.
They need to prove it.
They were
And
pandering
some of
hard.
these things they're releasing should show it, I think, a smidge more.
Yeah. But the only other, I'm going to go into doubting Dustin again here.
Well,
is-
before you do though,
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, it's just this is apropos. Fool
Okay.
me once, fool me twice, won't get fooled again. That's it's a song. It sounds like.
Yeah.
And then Tim
Like
Merkin
a
said,
lyrical phrase.
in the words
Right.
of Michael Scott, "Fool me once, strike one, fool me twice."
Strike
Strike
three.
three.
Yes, exactly.
That's what you were trying to say.
I didn't even know what the actual, because everybody says it different. It's like, fool me
Yeah.
once, shame on
Shame on me.
shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. It doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
Like a lot
No.
of the things.
It's like a toxic relationship.
Yeah, it kind of is in some way. So we're still going back. That's the thing. we're still
Oh, I
that
guess
billion.
we're still hopeful that
They
it's gonna
called
be great.
again. I guess we'll go.
We do, but with the track record of Favreau, I'd say he has one of the best track records when it comes to Star Wars with the Mandalorian and Grogu, and that's why I'm leaning more towards just it's going to be fun, it's going to be good, I'm going to enjoy it. But I still have to doubt when we know a lot of the stuff behind the scenes with Dave Filoni and the way they handled Ahsoka, the way they handled Boba Fett, the way they handled so many different things. And Filoni is the creative head now at Lucasfilm, and we saw what he put out. So
It's
That
crazy,
was
dude.
Before he was the official creative head. So
Yeah, but you know who's not talking about this movie yet? Because we don't know who's in charge of Lucasfilm anymore.
nobody knows. I don't.
That's what I'm saying. That's the fun thing about this movie. This is the first movie to come out
could-
Ooh,
not
good
with
point.
Laughlin Kennedy.
No, it probably I think she's still in charge. Right?
Well, she's still
There's
like
no-
green lighting, but like you know what I'm saying. Like she's like basically he already wrote this as a season probably.
yeah.
So like there was no you know what I'm saying. Whereas every other movie like she's picked it out and she's producing it and she's driving it along and she's firing that director and firing that director.
Right.
That's not happening here. So there's actually hope
that we know
that
of.
we get something from point A to point B without changing and bringing back in Grogu or not bringing back some, this could be a cohesive vision. I hope so. They've had years to think about this. They had 3 years since the 3rd season of Mandalorian
Right.
to wallow in their own junk. And so it's time to get back on the bandwagon and get back on the train to success and give us some good $1 billion movies. We got Doubting Matt here. He said this movie will not get close to $1 billion.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. I mean,
Wow, that's a hot take.
it's wrong, but
No.
in my opinion, it's gonna get close to $1 billion, and it may cross $1 billion
With merchandise.
If they treat
with merchandise. But with merchandise, I might get $2 billion.
Oh,
If
okay.
it'll get $1 billion if the story is solid. If the story turns out to just be okay, like if they come out with anything that's just meh, it's not crossing $1 billion. If it's just meh.
Whoa.
What
If it doesn't get people excited and talking about
What
it,
if Luke is in it?
that is not a meh thing. That as far as
That's
they
a
handle
good thing.
them.
Yeah, if they handle him decently.
Yeah, if they handle them with respect, that's going to boost it. Maybe not get over the $1 billion,
Think if
and it
you
depends on how
take
much he's in it.
Your family to the theater, they'll get close to $1 billion.
Yeah,
It's
I
true.
know.
I'm-
I'll definitely help.
If the millennials take their kids, then and they bring their parents, then it's game on. Then they're rocketing up high. It will make a profit.
Yeah, for sure.
It will make a profit. There's no way it loses money.
It's not rated yet, though. That's the other
Ooh,
thing.
it's rated G.
They said this movie's not rated yet, so that's going to be interesting to find out the rating of this.
What do you think it's going to be rated?
PG-13.
Really?
I think it's going to either PG or PG-13, but I'm leaning toward PG-13 just with the way that I saw some of the footage that they already put out with some of the. Maybe I don't know though. They got away with it. And the only PG-13 film for Star Wars is The Revenge of the Sith, correct? Fact checker.
No,
can
I
you-
think we've looked that up. I think there was others.
I thought it
I'll
was
double
just
check it.
Revenge of the Sith, but double check me. Matt's going to double check.
What
us
about
as
it?
well.
That doesn't make $1 billion? Is that what you're talking about?
No. I think if it's got to be if it's anything over PG-13,
PG-13,
it's
yeah.
not. I don't think it's not making a
No,
billion.
I think TV-14 was the rating for the Mandalorian
right.
show.
So
So
PG-13, I think
yeah.
makes sense, and I think that'll hit the sweet spot. But if you go too adult,
Oh.
then
Yeah.
parents aren't going to bring their kids.
Yeah.
And that's where I think you're going to lose a lot of the money.
All Star Wars films released after 2005 are rated PG-13.
all of
just
them.
All
by
of them.
default, yeah.
Which
That makes sense.
2005 that was
Yeah,
Revenge of the Sith. So that is
yep.
the only one that was
Yeah.
PG-13.
I think it's just a done deal. KG says, I'll say it again.
I see what you're saying.
If they can get something to go viral with kids, it'll rake in the dough.
Yeah.
Nice.
She said chicken jockey, and I was like, whoa, we don't want to go to Mandalorian and see people throwing chickens around, though.
Yeah.
But that's true.
I still haven't seen that. I need to watch it.
If they get some viral thing with the TikTokers, I don't know if I want to go to a movie with those people, though. But that's true. There's a lot of money there.
I like what's the Mariant
Yeah.
Delgado's point here.
Yeah, it's a good point.
I've already made up my mind. The movie is about seeing how Grogu becomes a Mandalorian. I like that.
That'd be cool.
That angle. I
Yeah.
think you're probably making it out already better than what they're gonna do, but I like that angle. If they
Doubting
go,
Dustin.
if I'm down, I am down. Well, we've also heard a lot of the behind the scenes about what this is about. So
Who has?
a lot of people.
Well, I haven't.
That is okay. The whole Embo thing. Have you heard about that? That Embo's the villain. He's hunting. They have to
Yeah,
go.
but
It's like a
Spoilers.
repeat of the Clone Wars. I'm sorry. It's out there. We're,
well,
we're a
I know,
Star
but
Wars
no,
talk show. We gotta talk
that's
about it.
Leak City.
That's Leak City.
Like
might
when
be
I have a
nothing.
leak, I call Mario. Like I don't have any leaks.
It's me. I'm audio.
I was like, what?
Woohoo!
They're just red herrings, is what I think.
Yeah, they're Mando herrings.
I hope so. Honestly, I
know.
hope so. I think it would be better if they didn't go that just long format episode route, and that's what
Well,
I'm kind of. Afraid.
I don't mind that they do, as Bismo said, because we're on the same page. It don't even need a good story. Mo, just a fun experience. Just my experience. That doesn't necessarily mean bad.
Right.
I think it can be mid and still make a lot of money. But if they really want to make a lot of money and make more of these where people are excited for the second one, because you can't make a mid movie. They're like, we're making another one in 2 years and do like what they did with The Force Awakens and Last Jedi. The first one makes $750. The second one makes $500. The third one loses money. They can't afford to do that.
no.
They want to go the other way. So they need to build fans and build us up so that like they give us Luke or they give us something lore heavy that we can sink our teeth in just a little bit, not like crazy, but a fun time. But I would argue that if you took Mandalorian season 3, even as bad as it was, and deleted all of the fluff in the middle, you gave us like when they go to the mines of Mandalore, and the last like 2 episodes when they arrive at Mandalore, and they really punched in on that and like focused on, like, gave you a good battle, like longer, you know what I'm saying, and gave you an actual ending that made sense, not like what they gave us.
Yeah.
But just cut all the fluff.
If you cut out all the bad
and
parts
you made that a
of season 3.
movie. No, I'm saying you cut all that because then that's what we've always been mad about. Like
Yeah.
they should have just made this a movie.
Right.
Why did they give us 8 stupid episodes? They gave us 6 episodes of fluff with Lizzo and the rest of them. Like,
Right.
just give us the meat. So I argue that this movie can be a good sequence like the TV show,
Right.
sandwiched together like we've always wanted, and make it into an airtight movie where it's got a beginning, middle, and end. That with a lot of Mando fluff, some epic Mando battle sequences,
Yeah.
enough heart with him and the Grogu, and maybe a little Luke overlay or a lightsaber transition or some kind of cool Easter egg with Bo-Katan or somebody else. I think then you're in biz, Mo. No, you're in business.
The only push, well, not pushback. I'm just saying
The only thing you're doubting is
The only thing I'm doubting is not doubting. I hope they at least move the story a little bit further with both the characters. I'm more concerned about the character growth in this movie because it is a movie. It's not a show. So don't just tease us with certain things to come. I think they need to deliver on some of those, you know, if Grogu's going to become a Mandalorian, if they're going to actually find Grogu, you know, his race, you know, those people, are they out there, you know, like give us a bigger, more significant thing for this movie. And that's more my concern about the show like feel is they're only going to hint at things, possible things, instead of giving us those things. Like Tales of the Jedi. They gave us things we didn't even know we wanted to know.
Yeah.
But those were short format episodes to the point.
Exactly.
And to your, so
they can do it.
They will condense it. This will help. I agree. The movie, just putting it as a movie is going to help cut out all the fluff for the most part.
And they had fluff in season 1. Craftmaster watched 75% of the movie as a filler episode. I'm like, that's not gonna work unless it's really fun. But like even season 2 had some fluff. But the way that it ended,
right. They all did.
You know, but there was pockets in there when they Ahsoka battle, when he met Ahsoka, when he learned Grogu's name, when they fought with the Darksaber, when the, you know, and then the Boba Fett stuff that they gave us during the Boba Fett episode 6 and 7.
Right.
You know, when he met Luke and all that. Like that's the prime Mando right there. Like it's Mando because he's cool, juxtaposed against a Jedi. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Grogu is a Jedi, a baby Jedi thing.
Well, and we got to see
Force
him fight.
user.
Ahsoka and him fighting. You know, him fighting. Not technically, she's not a Jedi, but a Force user with a lightsaber, and him kind of standing his own. That was the whole point of Mandalorian armor, was to combat Jedi in all ways. And I guess it was cool to see that.
When you think of a movie, though, there has to be character growth.
Yeah, that's more my point.
So the problem with Mando is that we've seen him grow from the crappy armor, doesn't really care about anything but himself, except the covert, you know, to now he's like boss man, a good father kind of, you know. So what are we going to do here to take him from plot point A, where at the beginning, like we don't want him stumbling over himself, or is he just going to be like a hero that rises? Is there a truly, you're talking about maybe spoiler villains, is there a villain that's going to outweigh his epicness? Because that also, when you watch a good movie that has a great villain, and sometimes you almost like pull for the villain more than the good guy,
because you relate sometimes more if they have an actual arc,
and that juxtaposes against the good guy, and that's what makes it. Or you give something like a shocking end to a character in the middle, and then you're like, that hit me so hard. Like what happened in Andor.
Right.
But they're not going to kill off either of them.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I don't think so. I think they make, just from the decisions they made with season 3. And season 3 was the biggest fumble.
Somebody mentioned
Boba Fett and season 3 were the biggest fumble because of those exact reasons. They had character growth. He went from being stuck in the culvert, just himself, just all that stuff, to living for something more, which was getting Grogu back to the Jedi. And he accomplished that mission at the end of season 2, and then he took off his helmet, which was another greater significant thing that he even forsake his Mandalorian creed for that relationship. And we all were right there with him. And that's also why it was so emotional with Luke, Grogu, and him. But then they undid all of that with Boba Fett. And then Grogu coming back when they should have kept them separate and let Mando go on an adventure and maybe fall into a worse, gone down or something like that. He didn't know how to do this anymore. He didn't know how to not live for something bigger than himself. And with season 3, and the end of season 3, we're just kind of like, okay, I guess we're just full circle back to where we were in the very beginning.
Well, and I think that's the problem.
So what's going to be the arc in this season for The Mandalorian? He's just going to show up, kick butt, call it a day.
It's going to be more like season 1 and 2, except you don't get the amazing emotions of him growing with Grogu. You don't get any of that. All you know is that they're already together.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Like, let's just say none of that happened. And they came out with a movie called The Mandalorian and Grogu. There are people out there, not in this chat, that have never heard of these two characters.
Right.
Somewhere they exist. They obviously haven't been down a toy aisle in the last 5 years. 6 years.
Right. That's the thing.
But they exist. So now what are you going to do for those people to get them excited about these two characters without knowing all of that backstory? That's how you have to approach it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have to make it entertaining for those people, and then, but then for us, like, oh, well, we read the book and the movie sucked, like we know all the backstory,
right?
So it could suck, but we're the ones that are going to be the most critical because we know all the backstory, and where they left us is like, this is kind of anticlimactic because he's just kind of like season 2 Mando. Well, but if he's more like season 2 Mando, that could be fun.
That could be fun. And the thing is, we're also the people that get others hyped for Star Wars. We're the ones that get the casual fans hyped for Star Wars content, because a lot of the time they'll look to us to see, are these guys excited about this? Like, what do you think? Are you actually like pumped to see this thing? And if you're like, oh yeah, dude, I can't wait to see it, you should come see it with me. Or, then that kind of gives them a barometer test as to, should I spend my time? Should I spend my money and my time on this? Or is it just going to be another Star Wars meh?
Yeah.
So that's why they have to find a balance here by, keeping us happy, getting us excited about it with lore, with some other stuff, but then also get the casual fans more excited as well with the action and all the other stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
But, man, we have talked this one.
We're getting into it.
We've gotten sweaty.
It's a lot of a teaser trailer.
Yeah.
But it's definitely
It's
a
worth
$1
talking
billion potential, I think, still. And it gets me excited because I get to see for the first time a new Star Wars movie in the theater with my son.
Yeah, that's cool.
Never seen a new Star Wars movie for the first time. Together, shared experience. So I think for that reason, again, with families that are millennials or whatever, maybe this is something that they can share all at the same time. Like they've been re-releasing the Star Wars movies, but it's like, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So I think there's potential in the family side of it if they can lean into the heart of Mandalorian. Like,
right.
He has so much heart with Bo-Katan. The song's not yet written. We don't necessarily need the huge Dinbo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't necessarily need it, but it wouldn't hurt. Give us some heart. Give us something to be like, the Mandalorian is cool because he's tough and he's going to beat anybody up, but he's also going to protect the ones that he loves.
Yeah.
And that's going to get
manly
the dudes that love Mando.
Yeah.
It's going to get the chicks that love Mando because he's the best, and then, if they had a love story, I think the female people would even be more invested.
Yeah,
Oh, for sure.
for sure.
Female people.
I mean, the small amount they gave in
rocket
the sequel
science.
trilogy got people excited and talked about it.
The best line
even
from
Bismo, or not, sorry, even Dimbo,
Yeah.
Bowden, that got people talking.
The most touching line from Iron Man or Endgame was when he was talking to his daughter.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
Love
horrendous.
2000.
It was so crushing,
Yeah, it was.
but it was just powerful, So you get something like that. Maybe not in this movie, but if Mando does perish at some point, and they build out to that. Maybe it becomes Dread Pirate Roberts, and Grogu grows up. Is he ever going to grow up?
That's the thing. That's the other
Like,
thing.
I want to see him fight with a lightsaber. I want to see him with Yoda's lightsaber, and I want to see him do something cool. Did you know this? That because his lightsaber's out there, right? Wasn't that in Book of Boba Fett?
Yeah, well, so he offered them the choice. The choice was between the armor, the Beskar armor, or it was the
chainmail. Yeah,
it was Yoda's lightsaber.
so that's
And you didn't know what he chose. It was that thing, and then he obviously chose the armor, then went to Mando. That was the choice, which I think was a huge mistake in a lot of ways, just for story wise. And even in season 3, you were like, Grogu didn't even need to be there because I don't think he was originally written to be in it.
yeah.
I think that's where they screwed everything up because they were so reactionary and they were like, no, we're going to lose so much money if Grogu's not in it. It's like everything is so corporate based decision making and reactionary. It's terrible. But hopefully with how people have reacted to this teaser trailer, they will make these adjustments. They still have time. They can address a lot of these things. I'm not saying they can redo the movie. I'm just saying they can, maybe give us a trailer that gives us a little bit more story aspect where we can really dive into a little bit more, tease something else, get us excited about. So there's definitely a lot of potential here. This is the first trailer, and I am being quite critical, I think still deservedly so, but they have time to correct the ship, and get us even more hyped depending on what material they choose to put out. Hopefully it doesn't spoil it. I don't want spoilers. I just want to be excited again and kind of maybe put to rest some of my qualms that I have about this movie in general. So
that brings me to the question, the poll I just did. Are you more hyped for the Mando Grogu movie now?
After this conversation?
Yeah.
Oh, now? Uh-oh.
Or just in general after seeing the trailer. How would you answer that, Dustin?
Oh, I think now
same.
versus
I'm exactly the same as when I
before the trailer versus after the trailer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think what actually got me more hyped for the movie was that leaked footage I saw.
Okay.
I'm genuinely.
So there's 3 options. I put yes, maybe a little bit no. So you're right in the middle.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm not hyped about it. I'm just not so excited. I'm not $1 billion. I'm not at the $1 billion mark.
Yeah. I'm at the super hyped side because it's a Star Wars movie and it's actually in the theater. And they're not going to be talking about it coming out at some point, and they're working on the script and they're working on the crap.
Right.
Like, it's a thing and it's coming out May 22nd, whether we want it or not. And so you want to go see a Star Wars movie in the theater? You buy your $50 ticket? You bring 17 friends?
Get it at this website.
Click the link below.
Click the link below.
No, but it's like experience Star Wars in the theater again. There's that weight on it that's going to drive tickets and people to see it. And even the people that are mad about the trailer and mad about the story leaks and mad about different things because Star Wars sucks, they're going to all see it. Nobody's not going to see this. Yeah. You could choose to not watch Disney Plus shows because you don't want to pay for Disney Plus. But a movie is a different experience because you get to stuff your face full of popcorn and you get to go out with friends. And maybe it's good to get out of your house sometimes and go see other humans that are excited about something. Or maybe they hate the same things that you hate and you want to talk to them. It's good to get away from it. Whereas when you're sitting around on your couch watching a show, it's fun, but it's more, you can watch it on your phone. This you're not going to see on your phone at IMAX. There's no IMAX phones yet.
Yeah.
You got to go see it. And you got to listen to that sound hit you in the chest when Mando's armor goes ding. I'm excited about this. Sound is going to be fun.
Yeah. No, that's all good points there for sure. What about you, fact checker? Are you more or less hyped?
Yeah, I'm more hyped. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Because knowing it's going to be that kind of social experience is exciting to me. I enjoyed seeing other Star Wars movies in theaters, no matter what the plot was, because we got to go together and, some of us dressed up. It was fun.
that was definitely fun. It was an experience.
Yes, so I think that's...
And I'm hoping we can make an experience like that with this movie.
We talked about it a little bit, so...
that would be pretty special if we could load this thing up. This is the first movie to release Dustin, since we started this show.
Yeah.
Besides the Rise of
Yeah, we
Skywalker,
had the Rise of Skywalker.
and the re-releases.
Right.
And
But new. I see what you're saying.
and right shortly after we did that, a certain world cataclysmic event happened, which changed the movie-going experience for the last 6 years, as Bismo said. So it has been an eternity since it feels like you can go, people are like,
Yeah.
there's no other reason. Like, go to the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go get a cold. Just kidding. Well, you're going to be around other people. I'm just saying, like, if people they stayed home for 7 years.
People doesn't mean you're
Automatic
sick.
sickness.
No, that's what people think. It's like,
Oh,
it's like
okay.
you're going to make it. You're going to make it after all. There's a song that said that.
The only so
Did you see Matt? Well, actually, sorry, real fast. Merkin said, "Will IMAX phones be touchscreens?"
Oh, you got to stop with this.
I love it. That was
Where's
such a
Nick?
good callback.
Where's Nick?
That was so
That's
funny.
a good callback.
That's classic.
But then Matt said, I think Dan is misjudging the number of people that will just wait for this to come to Disney Plus versus make an effort to see it in theater.
Yeah.
There's definitely going to be a lot of that.
Could be.
Because of what you said
Oh.
after 2020. That's happened to a lot of movies.
Yeah,
And-
it could be.
The last thing,
But they got to watch how they play this. But they don't know how, because Disney doesn't even know if it's a teaser trailer, right? So if they say, "Oh, it's in the theaters this weekend," and the next weekend you can get it on Disney Plus for $29.
Yeah.
Of course you're gonna, if money's tight, which it is for
everybody,
everybody. I'm saying you're like, wait a week and you just watch it at home.
yeah.
Especially if timing isn't good, because
I mean, I'd save
That's
$1
a busy
billion that way.
exactly that's a busy time of year, but.
But it's around tax season, so most people get a tax return.
And it's
Is that
and
what they're
it's
planning.
and I think
Maybe.
I think the
Yeah.
kids
I
will
don't
be
know.
at home long enough. Most people get out of school in like early May, and so like they're looking for things to do,
Yeah.
and it's hot outside in most of the country. So
Right.
like you go into a nice cold Friday night.
Are you still trying to convince everybody to go to the theater?
I'm just
Yes,
saying,
he
like
wants to be
I'm
right.
trying to process like if this thing came out in December, I would be more likely to stay here on my couch because it's freezing
Now
cold.
it's just the
Well,
time of year?
Well, it's something about summer movies, man.
They're typically bigger.
They just
They're
they
typically
just
the
are.
big box release.
I want to go out on a nice
People want
sunny
to go
evening.
out. Yeah. Especially here on Hoth.
On Hoth, yeah. You get outside, you're coming out of
Skewed.
hibernation.
Yeah. But December
Yeah.
did have some big releases, though. I mean,
Yeah, December movies
honestly,
are good too.
some of the biggest movies of all time came out in December that made the most amount of money.
It just depends, Matt. If they want to make money, they got to hold off on the Disney Plus
Yeah,
release.
they really do.
If they don't want to make money, then just drop it on Disney Plus the next weekend.
Yeah.
I think they just have to figure out what they want to do with this thing. I think they want to make money with this movie.
Yeah, that's why they're trying to get the casuals fans.
They have to
into
get
it.
the casuals.
That's what they're
They
trying.
have to keep us happy enough.
Will they?
Probably
Will
not.
they succeed?
Did you
So
see
my-
Bismo calling you out.
Oh, Bismo.
Bismo.
I am not hating. I'm trying to I'm being critical. That is my job here as a Star Wars fan. And
The critical
if I
doubter.
if I can hopefully temper your expectations in some way so you have a more enjoyable experience, then I've done my job. And I want everybody to have the best experience with this movie and with anything Star Wars. But I also hold true to what Star Wars has always been for me in the past. So I'm trying to temper my expectations. I think you should go into it expecting it to be fun, action-packed, but not to the same level as an original Star Wars movie. So I think that's what I'm kind of at here. And the thing that again, tempering my expectations, I'm looking at The Mandalorian. The official trailer for the streaming season 1 has 27 million views.
Wow.
Granted, that was 6 years ago, so some of that has gone over time. And this trailer, this teaser trailer that they didn't call a teaser trailer, is sitting at 8.5 million views.
Okay.
So it still has time, but most of those views happen within the first
A little bit.
24 hours.
But if they
24,
drop
48
a
hours.
real trailer that's like 3 minutes in like 2 months or 3 months around Christmas or something, and it's got
As we
like
get closer.
Luke in it, then it's like everybody go watch that trailer. And if it has a moment like you're talking about in the leak, that's like just boss of Mando doing something epic, people are just gonna watch that because they want to see him do that.
Right.
So that might pull eyeballs into it if they give
Yeah.
you more meat. This trailer, there's not a lot to see. So like We watched it multiple
That's why
times.
Zeb was one of my favorite parts because it was something new.
Yes,
Something new in Star Wars.
exactly.
And I was like, yes, we're finally getting that. That's
Like-
what I want to see.
What, you
Exactly.
mean we've seen sand dunes before?
Oh my goodness.
That was a lot of people's gripe online. They were like,
Oh,
if we go
no.
back to Tatooine.
No, it wasn't. It was clearly wasn't Tatooine.
No, I know, but I'm just saying a lot of people's gripe online, they
Yeah.
were saying
What
that.
if that like
I don't care about that, to be honest.
dude, like that base
That's Star Wars to me in some ways.
Yeah.
that base should just totally get blown out of the water. I hate that location.
The one that Mando keeps going to.
Yeah.
It's so
It's just a-
lackluster.
yeah, it
That's
just-
that I
And
completely
it's
agree.
exposed. It's exposed on the
Yeah.
cliffs. It should totally be like Iron Man on the cliffs. Remember when his place just gets destroyed in the second Iron Man or third one? That should happen at some point, and then they all have to get out. Wouldn't that be epic? Mando, Grogu, they get on the extra ship and they just get out of there.
Yeah.
I don't know. That would be kind of cool.
They steal a Razor Crest.
They
That's
steal-
just sitting over there. He's like, I know how to fly that.
That's right.
There
They
you
just
go.
gank it from the New Order.
I mean, I don't know. That would up the stakes. Like we don't even know who blew it up.
right.
You know, like it's just I don't know.
We're already speculating and making it better than, again, potentially what it might be.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's going to be bad.
See, I'm gonna do my best to stay away from the spoilers, but it's not gonna happen. But I think
The only reason, again, just because Disney Star Wars has let us down so many times that it's hard for me to keep. It's like, again, a toxic relationship. You keep going back. You're like, oh, hit me in the face. So I'm going to go back. Hit me again, Disney. You know? And for me to get as excited about it, I'm not saying
Yeah.
I'm not. I am.
it's a
excited about
movie
this one.
though, so
Yeah.
they've punched you. So the last 6 movies we got, 5 movies we got. We got Force Awakens since Disney got it. Everybody kind of enjoyed that one,
For the most part.
but we kind of enjoyed the experience.
We did. I definitely.
We saw
I
it
enjoyed
multiple
the-
times. That's why it made
Yes.
$3 billion. And then we watched.
Most of that, I just
Rogue
think
One.
was Star Wars hype in
Well,
general. Like we finally
yes.
had it back in theaters.
Back in theaters is a
And
real thing.
And nobody knew how Disney Star Wars was going to handle it.
And
from
there was
now
all
on.
the what ifs and the secret boxes
Right.
of JJ.
Yeah.
And then you had Rogue One. And then Rogue One was not too bad, actually. It wasn't the best. We started hearing about the drama of the reshoots and whatever.
Yeah, that was the first
But it
thing
was
they-
interesting. That the hallway scene, Rogue One, thank you very much.
Yeah.
A New Hope. Then you got Last Jedi. Okay, we got punched in the mouth. Then we had Solo. We kind of got slapped in the face.
Yeah.
But
with
some people
of
enjoyed it. And then we had the Rise of Skywalker, and we got kicked while we were down. So the last 3
Yes.
movie-going experiences that were new Star Wars content were not good. So everybody right now, we have some PTSD of going to
Yeah.
the movies. So it's not unfounded. So here we are. 7 years later, they had time to wash it away. We've had some Disney Plus goods. We've had some Disney Plus mids, and we've had some Disney Plus crap.
Yeah.
But this isn't Disney Plus now. They're trying to make it a movie. So we have to be like, yo, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
We're the fans that are going to give you the money either way. So what do you want us to do?
Yeah.
You going to throw us out again? You're going to throw us out again? I wouldn't do that. Because
Yeah.
there's not, you're going to work really hard to get these new fans, you know. And it's not easy to buy the new people when you already got 28 million that watched the first trailer to the first show.
Right. And the Star Wars apathy right now, I think, is at one of the lowest points in all of
Oh, yeah.
Star Wars fandom.
Exactly.
And that's a lot of my point. And I want Star Wars to be at 36 million views in the first 24 hours of a trailer because we're all so excited that we can't help ourselves because we know it's going to be great content. I want great Star Wars. And that's why we do this channel. I mean, that's why we're still talking about Star Wars after 5 or 6 years of us talking online about Star Wars, or me screaming from the rooftops. Why I've been a Star Wars fan my whole entire life. I want it to be great. I do think this is probably one of their best foots forward with at least who they have doing it, and with the characters that they have. Some of the best characters they've put out in Disney Star Wars. I'm just saying there's so many other things that have come into play along the way, so many fumbles and so many corporate decisions that ruin the experience of Star Wars, from behind the scenes stuff or how they handle the characters to giving us a worse version of what we can come up with in our own heads. That I'm just trying to temper everybody's expectations to not be too excited, because I don't think it's going to be as fantastic as we hope. I hope I'm proven wrong. And if I'm proven wrong, I will be happy about that. I'd rather come into it this way instead of the last 7 times or whatever, 6, where I come in super excited and I leave feeling not as excited as I was before.
It's just a different emotion when you drive to the theater, though,
and drive away.
as opposed
I'm
to
not
like,
disputing that at all.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's-
disputing
Did you see
a
Bisno's
theatrical.
point?
yeah,
He did say, but what about Andor? Did that not give Star Wars some of its rapport back?
It did.
it gave it
Okay.
some legitimacy
did.
that okay, this actually can be good again.
Yeah, I think that was one of the best handled Star Wars.
And Rebuild the Galaxy, right?
And Rebuild the Galaxy. But they fumbled with that one too because
Whoa.
they should have put it out as a movie.
They should have put it out in a
Wow.
movie.
Both of those should have been movies. They would
So
have been.
see, movie,
Those
it's
could have been
$1
billion-dollar movies.
It could have been. It should be. It belongs in a museum. It belongs in a movie theater.
because those are better representations of what the fans are feeling, and they poke fun at Star Wars at the same time, and that's a family movie right there. Both
It is.
of those.
Yep.
Like-
It's on the pulse of fans and Star Wars and Lego and
generations, the new generation. Of Star
they're
Wars
selling
fans.
they're
That
selling
they-
merch that goes with it.
And
Yeah.
and the problem is, like, I haven't seen the numbers yet. I want to see the numbers of how many people watched Star Wars or Rebuild the Galaxy Pieces of the Past. I mean, even on their channel, like we don't get nearly as much when we talk about that than we do about Mandalorian and Grogu. I mean, for obvious reasons, live action is usually going to be better or just more watched, not better. I still think Rebuild the Galaxy is a better take and a better story than most everything they've put out. It's a shame that they didn't get it in front of more eyes. I think it's because whoever's in charge there doesn't know Star Wars. They don't know how to handle Star Wars. They don't know how to market it. They don't know how to put the good content in front of us to really hype it up and make us excited again.
Yeah.
They didn't even promote Andor.
Yeah.
Hardly.
Yeah.
Season 2, they did a little bit more, but that was only because of the success. They couldn't ignore it from season 1.
Yeah. Dude, we
they
should
did
do like
hype up. They hyped up.
Tales.
Acolyte.
Tales of the.
Yeah, Tales of the
They
Sith.
hyped up Acolyte more than anything. I
Empire.
feel like in Star Wars in the last 5
Yeah.
years.
Yeah. Oh, they definitely did.
I'm
Maybe
like,
now
what?
they're gun shy from hyping things up.
No, I
They
mean,
have no
so-
idea.
rather
They have no
it
idea
be-
what they're doing.
Yeah.
Well, but Celebration, and then they had to lean into Andor because that deserved all the
Yeah.
praise. Well, then
It's
they got
smart.
Visions coming out. So if Andor, Visions, Gap.
Rebuild the Galaxy.
Yep.
is in here.
yeah, Andor, Rebuild the Galaxy, Visions if it's good, like more like season 1,
Yeah.
and then we get a gap of just nothing but Mandalorian
Yeah, that's a
positive
track
promotion.
If you tell me that
It can-
Kathleen
it can
Kennedy's
trend this
not
way.
in charge,
Kathleen
and there's-
Kennedy
it's
gets
under-
out.
if it's
Yep.
under new management, I would be so much more excited
Yeah.
for this film. Not that would really make a difference at this point, but I would be so much more excited about this film. I'd be excited about more content coming out in the future because at least they're addressing the problem. They haven't addressed the problem. The problem is still there, and
Trying to
what-
rebuild the past, Dustin.
and that's why I can't get as excited about it because it's a track
Pieces of the
record.
past.
So
Pieces of the past.
I'm excited about it, but I can't get more hyped. I'm not gonna be like telling everybody like this is going to be it. This is the
Right.
defining moment that's going to bring Star Wars back to what it used to be. It might be the first step. I'm fine with that. It does seem like they're trying. They're
Yeah.
at least trying to get back to the basics.
Well, and then think of it this way. It's been 10 years since Force Awakens came out. We need to do a tier list. Benjamin Bravo jumped in and said
Yeah, this
Skeleton
is
Crew was
good.
good too. They might
Yeah.
have a 50-50 good bad ratio. We should put all of the content that Disney Plus came out with, or that Disney came out with in 10 years.
In order.
And no, on
sequential
the
order?
same tier list.
Oh.
Wow.
And stack, like it's easy to put the trash in the bottom pail, right? It's
Right.
easy to put the good stuff at the top and see where that line balances out. Maybe
Sure.
maybe he's right. Maybe it is 50-50. When you're talking about a tennis match, 50-50 is pretty good. When you're talking about making money, I don't know. But when you're talking about keeping fans, 50-50 it's not bad, I mean, you want more hits than flops.
But
8 million
in-
views versus 27 million in a.
Was it? But that was the Disney Plus, the first Disney Plus.
I
It
know
was the first.
First Disney Plus, but that's a Disney Plus show versus a movie, even.
Right, but it's hard to quantify that. It makes sense.
I mean, I get it, but
that was-
even if you go to Fantastic Four, is still doing better, I think, as far as views go for the trailer than this one. I think Fantastic Four
Yeah.
did better than this trailer,
yeah.
and Fantastic like not people. That was a good movie. That was actually a
But
great
it
movie,
had Pedro.
and it was a Pedro, so that's pretty comparable in a lot of ways.
But yeah.
And no, it's you're not wrong. No,
Mhm.
it should be like 15 million or something. But
I would, yeah, people.
it's not it's a teaser trailer.
It's-
If
they
if the
didn't say.
first trailer comes out and it has 5 million views, okay, the first trailer, 3 minutes, and it's got 5 million views or just 8 million again, now we might be in trouble.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's still gonna make $1 billion, but because everybody that doesn't like it, I want them to prove to me that they did not go see it.
Right.
Because this time they're not going to be like people like, well, we didn't watch that show and we're still going to sit here and review it. You know, it's like you can't do that about the movie.
Right.
Well, I didn't watch the movie, and it was literally the dumbest thing ever because I saw the leaks. It's like, no, you're going to pay $25 and you're going to go see it in IMAX, and if you hate it, you're going to boo it. You know.
Right.
But you're at least going to go to the theater and see it. So the $1 billion mark is still a thing.
That's what we always do. We always watch it and we review it to the best of our ability. And the fun thing here is that we have lots of different opinions.
Yeah.
I like that we're semi-split. And if Nick were here, we would
He
be
would be even
50-50. We would be like
I
Star
don't know.
Wars, 50-50.
He has surprised me in the past.
I think maybe could we do this next week? Take everything since Mando season 3 ended, rate all of those shows or whatever in good, bad, and
We might be here for weeks.
see and see how it's starting to. If we definitely hit some lows after Mando season 3. Like real deep lows. But are we starting to turn that?
Yeah, I think
curve
we
back
are.
up?
I mean, honestly, after
We need a
season
graph.
2, actually,
Yeah,
season
that's what
Bravo
I'm
to put
picturing.
together a
Oh yeah,
graph.
come on, Bravo.
season 2 is when things went downhill. It was after season 2, and that was after.
Yeah, so
that
we
was
can start
after
wherever. We can start Mando
Favreau.
season
Something
1.
happened to Favreau. That whole thing. I want to know the behind the scenes stuff because
Yeah.
Favreau checked out. I think after season 2.
So yeah, maybe we go back to season 1 because that was peak.
It's just hard to say because
season 2. I'd say
Good,
was
bad
peak.
from there.
The end of
It's
season
not
2
like-
was peak Disney Star Wars.
Well, yeah.
yeah, which was it was like filmed at the same time almost. I mean, it came out barely a year later. It was less than a year later. So they basically shot 1 and 2 back to back without any interference, and then their grubby little paws got on it for
Yeah.
Boba Fett, for the rest, for the you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. But it was almost like Disney Plus early going. It's like you get a show, you get a show, you get a show, like Netflix did, and then they're like, hold on a second, we got it. And then of course in the middle of that we had this huge global catastrophe which
Right.
destroyed all entertainment for everybody.
Yeah.
But I'm proud of you, Bismo, on winning that match, bro.
Yeah,
6-4.
for sure.
That's a good set.
Yeah, so I mean, I think we're pumped. We're excited to see the movie. They got our money either way. We're gonna watch it. It's gonna be a fun time because we're just sitting in a theater watching Star Wars. We're definitely gonna have a fun time with it. I'm not sure it's gonna cross $1 billion. Dan's saying it's gonna cross $1 billion, and it might. I will be happy if it crosses $1 billion. My only qualm with that is if it crosses $1 billion, and maybe this is just that. This is kind of petty in some ways, but if it crosses $1 billion, then KK gets to stay potentially.
No, she's already said she's retiring.
I hope so.
I saw a leak.
Yeah, you did. But
From Dustin.
no, I want it.
Yeah.
I really want it to be good. I want it to be good. I want it to be fantastic. I think they just have to take a few
Ooh.
right steps to get us there to that $1 billion movie, and I think they can. It's just going to take a good trailer with some good story and some good potential that gets us hyped, even more hyped and excited, and a trailer maybe that crosses the 15 million mark for views at least, and that'll give us some more hope for this movie. And it could be the start that this might be the start of the cinematic universe with Star Wars if they can do that, building up to the Heir to the Empire, Ahsoka season 2. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of cool things that could happen.
And
I
it
just
could-
hope they do that.
Yeah, and it could be that it gets poor reviews going in, and then it's a slight sleeper. Like people end up once they see it, they're like, "Yeah, I remember seeing the spoilers, like the leaks." Yeah, but it was still actually a lot of fun. Like I really enjoyed the overall tone was good. You might know a leaked scene or a leaked plot point or a leaked whatever, but if they strike the right Star Wars tone and you feel good when you leave the theater, then that word of mouth can spread.
Yeah.
Like you should still see it though. Like it was, because if people start telling their friends, you should go see it, and Disney's not releasing it on Disney Plus in 6 days,
Right.
then they
can
actually
shoot
keep
themselves
it.
in the foot.
Yeah, keep it in the theaters, and it can carry into the summer. And you're like, yeah, I'm gonna watch that movie again. Like your friend comes into town for 4th of July, and it might still be there in the theater at the small room or whatever, and you're like, yeah, let's go watch Mando again. I actually enjoyed it, and then you go
Right.
back and watch it a second time just for the fun of the experience.
Yeah, for sure.
It can.
That's how they make more money in theaters.
yeah, if they can double down on people. But I'm saying there's more to a movie going experience than a Disney Plus going experience.
Yeah, it still just can't be meh because there's just been too many meh
No,
movies out.
Exactly. No, it's got to strike the right tone. And they're on a new decade now. It's a new decade.
Right.
So this is your chance to have a fresh start. Maybe you give us something cool in 27 with the other movie.
Right. And again, I mean, maybe they are going to. This might be the right path, and then Starfighter might be another step forward. I think it's going to take more than one movie. I think it's going to take a few good years of good Star Wars content. I don't think it has to be perfect or great. I think it has to be good. It just can't be meh or bad like it has been. You know, you can't have this 50-50 wishy-washy. Is it going to be good? Is it going to be not? Because then people are apathetic and they're not excited about it anymore. They haven't given us a huge reason to be excited about things because they haven't delivered on the things they've already given us to a certain degree. So, but the theater experience is definitely going to help. That's going to get us there. We're going to have a lot of fun in the theaters, and then Starfighter might just reinforce that, and then we're just going to build from here. I'm hoping this is the step. This is the beginning. This will start to make things right in Star Wars.
Yeah, get the kids excited, which will, and don't destroy the parents either. Because if the kids and the parents are both equally neutral or slightly excited to see it, that's what you want. You want to carry that, I think. I mean, that's how I feel. Because that's how you're going to get families and you're going to get friends to go. And
you have to have the family element.
And continue the legacy.
Continue that Star Wars family legacy that is Star Wars. And it's fun watching the shows. And they're figuring it out. I think they're getting better. But, let's see what happens with Visions. And no more Acolyte, thank goodness. And maybe Ahsoka Season 2 can strike a right chord and do something special. No more tier lists. I hear there's a lot of chat going on with the tier list.
No more tier lists.
I don't know, but Ben just submitted one.
Oh, man, he's already got one.
Because
wow, that was fast.
He submitted the template.
Okay, gotcha.
Dano asked if it could be built with Lego.
Yeah, because I want to see a graph, like we said.
It's subjective though. That's the only thing.
We have to vote on.
No,
it,
we would
could
decide.
have the Gonkers
Right.
help us out. So
we'll have
it's fair.
Dustin's tier list. We take my tier list. We take fact checkers, and you average it together.
There you go, and the Gonkers tier list.
And then we can show. We could have a graph of Dustin's.
And
we could have a graph of mine. We could have a graph. And there probably will be similar enough, but maybe different. And then we get the Gonkers, and then we get all the data points.
Yeah.
We need the data.
We can decide whether this thing is, because there's a lot of variables that go into what make a show great, what make a movie great. There's a different set of variables for a movie.
Right.
It's shorter than a show. You don't have to put 8 hours together, 4 hours together. You only need an hour and a half. You really only need 90 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You really need, if it's going to be really good, give us 105 minutes.
I bet it'll be 2 hours. I think it'll be closer
That's cool.
to 2 hours.
It should be.
Almost every Star Wars movie that's coming out has been about 2 hours. So
yeah, it'll be, even that tells you something, right?
But those were all done by, well, not all of them, I guess. The good ones.
Most good kids movies are about 105 minutes.
Yeah.
With credits. So really they're about, 95 minutes.
Right.
For kids. Because kids get a little
They get
squawky.
a little antsy. Just like us.
Like us.
We got to move on. There was more subjects, although we're getting a little long in the
Was
tooth
there?
already.
I know. Maybe we should save some of it.
We might have to save some of this because it is already, we're pushing 2 hours right now. I try not to go this long typically, but we knew it was going to be a long stream because this was just, it's going to be a huge thing to talk about it. And it's been fun. It's been fun talking it out and hearing everybody's points. I think everybody's mostly positive on it, which is good. I think that's where we should be positive, but I do think just temper your expectations. So still be positive, but temper your expectations with this film that's coming out. But what did you guys think about the trailer? We want to hear more from you guys. We're not doing a members-only stream tonight because we knew this was going to be long, and we also did another extra stream on Monday. If you haven't watched our initial reactions to the trailer, I would highly recommend going back and watching those and seeing how hyped we were even then. So it's a good time. We got lots of stuff going on here at Stay on Target. I think we're going to save some of the other stuff. The other things, if you guys want to talk about in the comments below, we were going to discuss Cade Skywalker potentially being the new, what's his name, Ryan Gosling in Starfighter.
Oh, yeah.
He looks a little close. We'll talk about it more later, but I guess maybe we'll cover it next week.
Yeah, next week.
Because there's a lot to it. And that I am I'm interested in that movie. I don't know enough about it again, but
Yeah.
there's some pros and there's some cons depending on what happens, and they go either way. But it's been a great time talking with everybody. Do you guys have any last thoughts before we get on out of here?
No.
We're not going to touch on Rebuild the Galaxy.
If you want to go for another hour, then we can touch on Rebuild the Galaxy.
Oh, that was such good stuff. But
Well,
okay, you're saving that for next week.
It was a lot of fun.
And if you guys want to hear more about that, we did a whole live stream about watching it. We did a live watch along, and even the end of that, we discussed a lot about it. I think we'll have to say that again for next week because we're already going.
Mando dropped in the middle. This is what I'm saying. Like,
You never know.
And even everybody was like, "Well, they were supposed to drop the Mando thing last week in promotion for the,
right."
But because of this or that, it's like I can't figure them out. It's not a teaser. It's not shelved. It's happening May 22nd.
Yeah, at least we know this one's happening. That is great.
Yep. And Dustin, John said it's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too, John. Thank you for being here
Favorite
tonight
Dustin.
with us. Thank you for talking all things Star Wars and everybody, all of you gonkers
been a
out
blast.
there, Bismo, Matt, Sonia, everyone, Craftmaster jumping in, Ben,
Starman,
Merkin,
Dano.
Starman,
We got
Dano.
Denmark. He's pushing 4 a.m.
We got
I know.
so many good people. You guys are what keep us excited here on Stay on Target. You guys are the reason that we keep talking Star Wars, and we have such a fun time talking with you guys. You guys have great takes, better takes than we could ever have.
That's what it was.
You guys are the gonkers, the greatest gonks in the galaxy, and I can't wait. I can't wait to talk more Star Wars with you guys. We will be back same time, same place, live stream every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time, and we can't wait to be with you guys and talk even more because I'm sure more news is going to drop, but you're going to get our takes on Piece of the Past, Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy, Piece of the Past, Cade Skywalker. If we can come out with anything in between, we'll do our best to do so. But no member stream tonight, guys. We will catch you guys next Wednesday. Final thoughts before we jump the gonk on out of here.
This is my final thought. I mean,
Dan's still my favorite.
I don't know why. I don't know why. No, I'm kidding. But we got some special stuff coming up soon, right? This in October and
well,
such.
we got Visions coming. That's going to be fun.
I just mean for this.
Right, we do have some more stuff.
I'm not telling anything.
We have some behind the scenes stuff we're working on.
We
as
actually
well.
are working on stuff.
We are actually working on
Surprise.
things. Yes.
We did it. I made a short. It was me blathering about $1 billion.
Yes.
But it's a hot take, I think.
I loved the end scene, or like the lingering on your face cracks me.
It was
up
almost
so
an
good.
accident when I edited
Oh,
that,
it's so
and I was like,
perfect.
I'm leaving it.
Yeah, it
I'm
was, good.
leaving
It
it.
was funny.
Right. It was good.
I wanted to do, because I've done that before where I just ramble on top of myself.
Yeah.
I almost did the montage ramble, or like with you, we're going back and forth.
You're right.
but
Right.
It didn't pan. So there's more meat in that stream that I could pull from you talking, and
Oh man. Yeah.
we'll figure it out. We'll get back on the bandwagon. It's been a wild month,
Yeah, for sure.
but once October hits, we can have some fun.
Oh yeah, we got lots of Star Wars content, lots to cover, lots to talk about. I'm excited about Visions season 3. I think anime is the way to go. We've talked about it a lot. Bismo even talked about that too. He's like, even if this doesn't hit, always have anime. And that's a great point. So, all right, guys. Fact checker, do you have anything though?
If they want more Stay on Target content, they can follow us on socials as well. We post some things across the varying platforms, so find Stay on Target show there.
Right. And let us know, you guys, if you guys want more, if you guys want us to cover anything else that maybe we missed.
Yeah.
If you want to get our hot takes and stuff, we'll do our best to get more content out for you guys.
I thought you would bring the Lego set that you built.
Oh shoot! I only brought this one.
I'm
I
just
should have
kidding.
brought
Oh,
that one. We need
there
to
it
put
is.
that.
Yeah, I've got behind the scenes pictures.
We got behind the scenes pictures coming out for that too.
They were proud of you for building it, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it's
except
a
for I
big-
still didn't get it in one night. I had to do
Oh.
2 nights again.
You
Thanks for
purposely
bringing it up.
did it. You purposely split it.
Yeah, I remember you were actually saying, you're like, I'm just going to finish it.
Yeah.
And they were like, everybody was like, stop it.
I was just sick. I was sick that night.
That's right.
You've been under the weather a little bit too, Dan. So
Yeah,
thank you for doing
I'm
this
still.
tonight. And he's getting back. So prayers there are always good. And yeah, good stuff. It's been fun. This has been a great time. It's fun to stalk. It's been fun to
Wow.
stalk you all. No, it's been
It's been fun to stock the shelves.
talk with you guys about Mando and Grogu again. Again, it's a great time, and we're gonna talk more. So, and also last thing, if you're not a member, you can join up. It's less than a candy bar a month. I mean, it's $2 a month, and you get typically an extra stream every week and additional content that we try to give you guys. So definitely sign up if you haven't. We'd love to see you there in the members only stuff. So,
Well, Bismo's been a member for 16 months.
I know, man, it's
It
incredible.
just said something like that.
Yeah, it's about time.
Was it like a sticker?
Yeah, I think we need to level up. We might need to
yeah,
add some stuff.
I
They
think
get a
you're right.
custom stream with you.
One-on-one conversation.
No, it'd be so boring.
No, I don't think so.
No, but Zarimoto
Well, you-
said she's been lurking. So I have.
You could do like
Thanks for joining us, Arhimoto.
a ladies only something.
Well, one day with Skylark and the
Right,
librarian
right. As a
and
member,
some
super
others.
member
We're gonna do
tier.
it. It's
Yeah.
gonna happen one of these days. It's going to be the all-female stay on target. It'll probably do better, 10 times better
I
than
don't
this.
know.
And what are we just going to be in the chat like commenting
Yeah,
like
you guys
spam?
would be trolling us
No.
the entire time.
No, we're just gonna be working the cameras.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all we're gonna be doing.
Yeah,
Well-
No, I
better
want it
get
to
our
be
good
completely
angles.
female. I don't want it to be us at all.
Right, right.
It's just going to be
Just
them.
the ladies.
The ladies, and it'll just be their takes. We're not going to
The
influence it.
stream will probably
One bit.
blow
When
up.
we hit 100,000 subscribers.
That's right, probably.
Oh no, Skylark.
Wow, that's a waste.
Skylark? No.
Oh,
What a
my
way to end
goodness,
it.
The force is female. What a way.
Straight. You know, KK would be there with Belza.
We should have her, invite her as a guest.
Invite her as a guest.
Oh god.
I mean, she's still famous.
Yeah. it'd
You
be
would get a lot of
Infamous.
views.
I think the right word is infamous at this point.
Just imagine if you had
she
her on as
will
a
go
guest.
down in history as the one who ruined Star Wars.
I mean, if you had her as a guest, though, you imagine the
The most
trolling
popular
spam
IP
comments.
in the whole universe. I mean, we'd
But
get a lot of
wouldn't you
views.
want to talk to her?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but she'd never talk to me because
No,
I'm
right.
actually a critical Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
a critical
But you'd
doubter.
be respectful.
I would
which
be
is
absolutely
nice.
respectful, and I would do my best to make her feel as comfortable as
There you
possible.
go.
And I'd want to have as much fun as possible if
Well,
she would be willing.
It would be refreshing to see
talk
somebody
about.
like that, like Gilroy, go on with somebody that wants to not argue, but like have a different opinion.
You know how much of
You
a
know.
difference that would make? Just the fact that they are addressing the concerns of fans in a positive and respectful way. That would do so much good. I mean, honestly, for the Star
Yeah.
Wars brand, because they would actually get online or get into a conversation, one-on-one conversation with a critical Star Wars fan. Here are my concerns. And then them try and either defend their position and or tell us how they are going to address those concerns moving forward, be respectful to that fan or fans. I mean, that would do so much good if they did that.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not
like
rocket
if-
science.
that's honestly, that would gain so much good PR for Disney, Lucasfilm, Star Wars. I mean, it's crazy. Whenever they do that, it always helps. Almost always helps, because then it actually shows that they want to hear from the fans. We
Mhm.
want to make our customers happy. That's what they have not been doing for the most part since Disney, Lucasfilm bought it. So anyway, I could go on another rant. We're not going to go. We should have ended 5 minutes
As I
ago.
said, you're
10
in.
minutes ago.
Welcome to the members stream.
Yeah, basically, we just
I'm just
we
kidding.
This is how
basically
it
Well, I
goes.
shouldn't have said it.
Stay
No,
on
but no,
target where
it's
we do
good.
anything
We had
but.
fun.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, we appreciate all of your
Oh, for
all your
sure.
chats, all you gonkers out there. You guys are the best. So we'll catch you next week, same time, same place. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Don't worry, we got a lot more coming for you guys. But yeah, have a great week and
Conk out.
gonk out. Don't forget to always stay on target. if we had KK on and we got her toast, would you slice a piece of butter and spread it on the toast, or would you scrape off the top of the butter and put it on the toast? How do you think she'd like it? Well, A, she probably wouldn't like us males doing it. It'd probably have to be the fact checker to do it first and foremost.
I think she would do her own toast buttering.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
She would.
And then she would be like, "Why is the budget so small for food for the guests that you're making me
Just eat toast.
and you're buttering it in front of me?"
She would just grab the stick and throw it at us.
Where is the catering?
Where's the little butter packets?
Where's the butter? She actually wouldn't even be here. She would be virtual, and she would still be mad about the catering.
Oh my goodness. KK, you're welcome anytime. We'd love to interview you.
Next week.
Next week, guys. KK's coming on. Love you.